Alright, welcome on in everyone. Looks like sound and everything is all up and running. Network is all green for now at least. We are back with some more Nagash. Nagash by popular demand. He drop-kicked Volkmar's vote out of existence, but no worries for anyone looking for Volkmar. He will be the live stream coming up on Monday here. Hey Bethany, welcome on in. Tom and you too, welcome. Good to see you both. And to get right on into the action then, Nagash is kind of a blend of four factions. He is the obviously the Lord of Undead. He is the culmination of all of the necromantic goodness. He has not quite ascended to godhood just yet though. He is kind of in old man husk form. He's still quite a potent spellcaster though at the moment. Here's his current stats. Nothing to write home about. But his spells are still incredibly deadly as he is wielding the Lore of Undeath, which is a custom-made spell, or a custom-made lore for this mod. I don't have the mod list added on in to the description just yet, but that is something that I have just created. It takes about 24 hours to put on in. I'm not going to add the link until that is sorted up this time, just to make sure you guys don't have any issues with broken links. You just saw the new Wes Anderson movie, and actually I won't lie, I am a bit out of the loop on most things. I'm under a rock on most situations. So what is the new Wes Anderson movie you've just seen? The traits that our Nagashi boy is going to have, though, is starting off with the Undying King, so he'll have 2 extra capacity for Bone Golems, which is one of his specialized units that's going to be coming in with the mod. He's also going to have additional Horde growth, and I'm not sure if that's giving him +5 for each unit in the army, or just this Horde in general has additional 5 growth, but either way, that is just fine by me. He also has a 25% less chance to miscast, as well as having the passive Curse ability, just like a normal Tomb King. Asteroid City. Yeah, I've seen a good bit of advertisements for that one. It gets a thumbs up in your point of view, though. That's good to hear. I haven't had a lot of movies that I would say that I would recommend recently that have come on out. We are, though, a few turns later. I believe it's just 2 turns from the previous stream there. Went ahead and did some upgrades into Numos, which is one of the only settlements there that's actually going to give us a bit more than just a few building slots. We still don't have the maximum amount for a provincial capital since it's not one of the places of death. Nagash kind of acts as both a normal faction, a horde faction, and also similarly to the Champions of Chaos, where he has these kind of places of death, which are extra powerful settlements for him. I'm not sure exactly if it's going to show off the maximum amount or if it has as much as Nagashazar, but if it does, those are going to be incredibly potent because Nagashazar has so many building slots. So many we can't even use them all. But we've already obtained Arkan, the Mortarch of... What is he the Mortarch of? Being the worst Mortarch of a Sacrament.
My master will return.
We got him at their undead horde armies, nothing too scary in here except for the sand crawlers, and we discovered that the Spirit Swarm are terrifying. They deal damage just based on contact with the enemy, and it is a lot of damage too, based on, I guess, how much overall armor the enemy has. Because they are fully armor piercing, but they deal no damage besides. Take down the enemy's Tomb King. Oh, we'll get right to that, don't you worry. The first battle we're going to be getting to is against King Nectainbow here, defending Kimry. We're not sure exactly what he's fielding, but behind the walls of Kimry is nothing too weak here. He's got 1 unit of Ushabti, even some Screaming Skull catapults, so we will have our work cut out for us. Nagash being an absolutely deadly spellcaster, though, is going to help us out a lot. So honestly, we'll move right on over to surround Kimry. Beautiful, just to see what Nectainbow has. He just got a bunch of Nehekara warriors, and actually I think that all of our ethereal units are going to perform very well here. Last couple battles with the Tomb Kings, we were having to fight a lot more elite units than what looks like what has been fielded here. Actually, I have upgraded a few of Nagash himself's skills. We've got the Soul Stealer now, which is a area of effect damage a spell that will also be healing. Oop, that's the wrong spot. Will be healing anyone that is in the same area, so it's a damage to enemies. One armor piercing damage is not a ton, but it's a drain similar to the Tombstorm. We've got Troy and all the DLC for 44. That's pretty solid. I recently picked up the Amazon's DLC. Haven't picked up Ajax and Diomedes yet, just because the Achaean side is just one that, unless I'm playing Odysseus, not as exciting. Defending Troy is so much more fun. And then we also went ahead and upgraded the Abyssal Swarm, which we discovered in the first stream. The random moving forward pack of wolves, the forward moving is a lie. It is just randomly moving. It goes anywhere it wants. It usually turns around to maul our own units. Although when you overcast it, it claims it's no longer random. So we'll have to see how that works out. Ajax is the Ogre Kingdoms of Troy. He may be a lot of fun then, actually. That sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, so Ajax and Odysseus sound like the only two that are worth my time. Achilles is basically the absolute god king. He just kicks his way through everyone without really much of a trouble. You don't even really need the soldiers. All right, well, Kimry has... I mean, they would probably do well for us to set up some siege equipment here, but that would be weakness. To the battlefield. Yeah, it just seems like the team involved, as it's Sophia, they enjoyed setting up the Trojan side a little bit more. And even though it says the Amazons are on their own, the Amazons were a Trojan. We're on the Trojan team. All right, I'm praying for no. We probably should have hit the autosave or the quick save there just to be safe. This mod is known to do that. All right, I'll be right back. Oh, you meant for Archaon. I see. I should be the king of misunderstanding. Yeah, no, as soon as CA released that little cluster of wallpapers, I had a hard time picking out the proper one. I had the one with Archaon when he walks up on the hill and looks at you real angry from the Champions of Chaos. And this is an awesome bit of art. What do y'all think? Do you think we're actually going to get Nagash in the game proper? Or do you think it's going to be a modder kind of only deal for a while? They have done an absolutely stellar job. I would really like to see them in game. I guess we do have to have Neferata first. And perhaps all of the other Mortarks. Or at least most of them. Okay. We're in. This is right before the last intern, so basically Nagash hit rank 7 and gained Lakanash, the Staff of Power. Was also created by Nagash to allow him to store the additional power he needed to carry out his most arcane and dangerous magical spells. So it's like a little magical battery. But it gives us the Staff of Power ability there, which is incredible. Basically slows down enemies and makes them more likely to miscast while also giving us more power recharge. And then will give us more research rate, drop the enemy winds of magic, and then also give us a additional miscast base chance drop. Pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Yeah, this is when we moved to, I'm trying to figure out exactly where we're at. Now that I know exactly what's going on for the head, we'll scoot ahead to this position. Get a bit more of the world uncovered. Hopefully we can actually get a fight against Kimmer here. Alright, we're back on in. Here's him on his horse with the glowing magic and piles of bodies. That's exactly how Archeon likes it. So this is exactly also what happened during, in between. I let them go ahead and take this settlement. Even with our pretty nasty troops here with the Cairn raids, I just don't think we would have a chance. We'll go ahead and let them have it. And then we will know exactly where King Seketa is for the next couple turns here. Plus, these little minor settlements are kind of like outposts. They don't matter as much. We're going to use them as kind of speed bumps while we gain the important settlements. Even New Moss is kind of expendable. Alright, so Archon the Black's existence serves only one purpose, to uplift his Dark Master's ambitions. So we have a bit more reinforcement time and reinforcement range. I guess Archon is meant to be over here with Nagash. I just felt we needed someone defending against Imrik. If Imrik attacks Nagash Azar, I don't think it can defend itself. We are a bit... Actually, he'd come over here after Bitter Bay first, likely. I don't trust it. So we keep Archon over here for now. There's also the technology in the ritual screen. Siphoning Nagash Azar. The Nagashi Summer Holiday Resort. Doing so is going to drop diplomatic relations by 15, give us poison attacks for all of our Tomb Guard, sundering attacks for all of our Nagash Azar Guard, Frenzy for the Grave Guard, and then a Warp Fireball for all Lich Priests and Casket of Souls, which Warp Fireball sounds like something that the Skaven need. Why don't they already have it? Crackling Ball of Warp Fire. That sounds awesome. Granted, the wait is late in the game, so that's what I was thinking as well. Kevin, the Legion of Chaos will get reworked before he comes out. That would be unfortunate. You love the Ghost units, Hex Raids? Sure, yeah. Land of the Dead has been split in half. Yeah, no, I agree. If you are aware, so normally I don't like spoilers, especially for stuff like this, but if you're aware, so whenever you kick this one off, the only reason we have it yet is it says these locations are going to be attacked. If you know what the army looks like that comes on in to fight us, let me know. Otherwise, we may be in for a bad time. What we're gonna go ahead and wait for is to get the 2500 to either the 2500 here or oh never mind, we need the Temple of the Sun. So first among peers would give Archon 33% more physical resistance. So he prides himself on being the first among first. And he holds the silver dish before anyone else does. So back up to Nagash Azar with you, and we are pretty much exactly where we left things to start this stream. Alright, onward to Liberty. Oh, we didn't gain the Warp Stone this time. How sad. We'll go ahead and actually hit the quick save this time so we don't have to go all through that again. For you lads, appreciate you for being troopers and sticking with me. Let's get to the fight. We will see just how easy it is to defend the Land of the Dead, though, there, Brian. The fact that we have to defend Nagash Azar also is a bit of an unfortunate one. I think what we'll do is we'll bring Archon through, and we'll just recruit up another random vampire that maybe drops upkeep by a lot, and we'll have him sit in Nagash Azar and defend with maybe just a horde of zombies just to kind of keep Imrik away on fear of the auto-resolve loss. Not sure. We just don't have quite enough gold yet. We may fix that pretty soon. Oh, no. All the bad luck. All right, let's give it. We'll give it a couple more tries here, and then we may have to switch over to Volkmar if Nagash isn't going to work out for us. Ooh, one moment. Maybe we're back. Third time's the charm, right? Well, we've got our Morghast Archive. This is an awesome unit. If you weren't here for the first stream, these guys are terrifying. You get them in a smaller version, in I think a group of 12, too. Not the best stats as of yet, but I mean, it's still fairly well-rounded for a flying anti-large melee expert. All right, then, to the Battle of Gimri. Again, thanks so much for sticking by while we are having so many crashy issues. Well, I was prepared for a few. Oh no, he got stuck again, didn't it? Yeah, well, we may just try not attacking Kimry. Man, the promise of Volkmar makes it easy. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and we'll switch on over to Volkmar now. I don't want to keep waiting for the nonsense. I'll hit the be right back one more time. Thank you all so much. Be right back. Ah, no, I changed my mind. One more try with Nagash. We just won't attack Kimry. This Nagash mod is too cool to not actually get some more runs with it. This will be the absolute last try, though. I do promise that. We just won't attack Kimry, although we already are over here. Ow. Nonsense and propaganda. We'll just load up the... I get to see in some of the background here. We'll load up the autosave from the previous. And we just won't attack Kimry. It's Orion. Fair enough. We'll find something to play for sure. Sometimes you have to get through a couple of the, at least for me, you have to get through a couple more turns before the bugs will work themselves out. Man, I have been very thankful though that we haven't had too many of these issues during the streams. I've had lots of, I mean, you've gotten to see them as I've complained about them over the few months. Lots of issues during recording. Luckily, I hadn't had to bleed over too much. Demon princes are different from demons, and they are affected by their mortal remnants in the form of a soul. Alright, sweet. We are once again back. Let's have you instead of in this. Absolutely. Ambush. Oh, it'll stop him from building. No, we don't want that. We definitely want to finish up the Nagash retinue. And then... That makes me sad. Because now we lose a bit of the momentum that I was initially planning. Alright, well, onward. Yes, we get it. Qatar is in danger. Bullies. Oh, you signed off of your current Demon Prince campaign, I see. How is that one going? Man, I haven't picked up the Demon Prince campaign since I did the legendary startup guide there. I didn't even finish it. I started the legendary startup guide, and it's like, actually got all the footage still sitting there. I have to put that one together too, too. Nagash.
My faith in you
I think likely they will try to come over and attack us at the same time. problem is the Tomb Kings also like to sit in one spot and just recruit up and sit there. So what we should likely do, try to go to an ambush and perhaps sit next to either Numos. This army is not full up. The other one, however, is... Man. See if we can break them over here at Numos. We will, go into an ambush here. We'll figure it out. If we go to an ambush here, we could at least reinforce if Numos gets attacked. And then on the other side, back to the base. And then on the other side,
This is forbidden.
no, maybe not. Huh.
I forbid this. My servant fails
Figure he
me.
will anyway, even if it says he's not going to. But we can at least try to catch King Nectanebo, who will finish mustering up next turn, and maybe he will rush on out. I'm not sure. We've got Nagash in an interesting spot, but I think what we'll do with the plan, as I said previous, is we won't go for the siphoning of Nagash's R, not yet. And we'll bring Archon back through the teleporter. He's already been gone through quite a journey. If we see Imric trying anything nonsensical, we will just recruit up another Lord real quick. Either the Necromancers or the Vampire Lords will likely work just fine. Because minus 10% upkeep is fantastic. There are all sorts of good ones here, like Kagatef gets a bit more research rate. Let's go ahead and come on in, and we'll take the only one ruler, even if it's... Can you just skip the technology for this turn? I don't want to spend any of my dark magics, especially not on a Lord recruit rank increase. We'll just skip on through there, and also research, which makes me sad. We won't have enough gold for anything really, except for possibly Charnel Plaza or the Mortuary House. Either way, we've only got 2 more slots for this building, and one of them needs to go for the Pyramid of Tutankhamun. Yeah, we'll hold off for now. And turn. Godslayer Overhaul 2.0 makes the faction so much more tolerable. I think I've seen... I can't think of the content creator, but I've seen someone's video on that one. What all does it add if I don't mind me asking? Or what all does it change up for good old Kevin there? Yeah, Nectanebo's gonna sit and recruit. And the other one disappeared from Qatar, back on his merry way. Oh, the Skull Takers are out. Somewhere. They're out and about. Man, having to sit here in an ambush several turns. I don't think Nectanebo's gonna come out and do anything. Well, let's bring Archon, and we'll just bring the hammer down together then.
You are not him.
I don't know why you keep saying that to me.
At once.
He does look a little bit different. It's been a long hibernation. Alright, Archon's back, but Thorek cannot reach him, thankfully. Way over here. I think we'll just grab some more zombies. Before I do, we'll make sure there's no goodies in Numos or Nagash's word itself we want. Waiting for a lot of those there. Alright, so Nagash, I think we're safe to pull ourselves a little ways away from Numos. We'll just come next to Kimri. Oh, he is still over here then, okay. He can't reach Numos. And he can't reach Archon either, so we'll give Archon a few more troops then. Let's grab the zombies. Zombies and one more swordsman there. I'll do. Yeah, I think the other one we may want to save for is either First Among Peers or...
Servant fails me.
We just keep saving for upgrading Nagash's R itself. 500 income instead of the 200 additional, getting us access to the Fell Specters and Iron Wraiths on the recruitment side, which would be pretty good. Give me a few minutes. Mass copy. I see. Got a whole bunch of goodies then. I mean, grabbing in the mortuary cult's probably a good idea. Gets us access to all of the normal Lich Priests. Armory, all of the items. Yeah, the items did get retouched the one time. It definitely wasn't enough. Well, let's in the meantime just grab the Avenue of Monuments for a bit more gold. Upkeep drop for whenever I have an army that needs to sit in that position as well is going to be fantastic. We have enough Warpstone as well to subjugate a random undead faction, but it can't be one we're at war with, and I don't really want to subjugate the Silver Pinnacle here, just because we need to claim Lamia. And if they survive, I would have to fight them as a vassal, which sounds like a really bad idea. It's something the Gash would do, but... And I'll let you all decide on that one. Basically, you just come on in here and you say, oh, I see you're undead.
Find my
Yoink.
harem.
And then you become a vassal, similar to how Slanesh works. I am not Gork. Might be Mork, though. Actually be more useful and various. More undivided features from units to skills and global bonuses. Oh, and it looks like Emmerich has gone ahead and declared war, and I'm going to go ahead and bring the Silver Host with me. That happened almost immediately as soon as we brought Archon away. They changed up the dedication to the gods and such. Oh, come on, Cetra. Vicious Gobspit is going to wad us as well. Ooh, they refuse to join our side. What is going on here? Looks like the Savage Orcs have come on down. I mean, I don't know. Iron Wraiths will do real well. But the rest of our army will just get run over. We're gonna fight it just to do as I think we can do more damage than the AI can. We'll quick save as well just to see it. If it crashes here, that'll be the gods telling us it's time to move on to Volkmar. Yeah, I will also have to try to play him with this mod. He does sound quite a bit better. He does need a lot of help. The Demon Prince has an opportunity to be a really, really cool faction. He just needs an actual tech tree. I mean, I would say that's one of the only things that needs to be changed. Put those dedications on their own slot, kind of how a lot of other factions have their own unique faction mechanics. The dedications and his body parts can be their own separate thing. Like, give him a tech tree. Same thing with his skills, because, his skill tree is not good. You can give not good. Alright, here come the Savage Orcs. I think we can try. I was going to see if we could have any kind of choke point anywhere at all. Kind of off to the side here. So if we move fast, we can get over there. The Karen Wraiths are going to suffer big time. I want them to be attacking one side by themselves. Well, they're not going to suffer, but they're going to be our only source of damage for the most part. We do have the two bloated corpses. We just want to make sure they pick their targets well. Otherwise, they are useless. Bone Golems on the other side there. We don't even have a Lord. Alright, we definitely need to recruit up that, I don't want you all in the same group. You guys are in your own. Alright then. Here they come. A massive amount of orcs. let's come to about this position. I think they will attempt to kind of move through. It's a bit of a choke point, but we'll see if they actually go for it. Bone golems up front there with their giant shields. Nah, you attacked me. You have to come over here. There's no acting squirrely. Good old ghosties. They are going to be putting in all of the work for us. Go ahead and start letting fly with their arrows. Go ahead and pull back a bit. You guys work together on those Savage Orc Arrow boys. You guys push forward a bit just to get in the way. Keep coming on back. Here, raising spears. Oh yeah, just those arrows are doing a lot of damage. We have to try to send the bloated corpses around the side. Oh no, this will work. Go straight down the middle here. At least we're gonna try to. Send the other big boy around this end. You guys do that counter striking with your arrows. Get in on that group of orc arrow boys there. That'd be great. Aaron Ray's obliterated that unit of biggins or boar boys there. Likely because they weren't biggins. He just wants a hug. Come this way, boy. This way. Go, 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 go. Hopefully that's at least a little bit of damage. Oh, not bad at all. Oh no, come back. Oh, the Karen Rays are starting to lose it. We got what damage we could. We'll come around and maybe explode these guys here. Oh, they impacted. Never mind. Alright, well. It's not hard, it just wasn't quite enough. And that's gonna give Imrek an easy win. Close defeat, it says. That's just disrespectful. We didn't get to fight the Battle of Kimry, but we get to lose the Battle of the Skull Takers. Oi. Mortal units are restricted to settlements. Godslayer's Horde. Oh, he's got a horde as well. Yeah, this does sound great. Shadow. Oh, it's Shadow. Hey, sorry. Didn't even see you there. We were trying to fight off the Skull Takers. Glad to have you. You are not too late at all. We've been having all sorts of technical difficulties. Tried to start up a battle with Kimry several times in a row, and it crashed, so we were forced to abandon the advantageous battle we had to lose some land here now. Glad it's not crashing. Hopefully we've shaken off all of the technical difficulties. Glad to have you. But yeah, no, Brian, that sounds like an incredible mod there for the Godslayer. I'm not going to say he's a boring faction as is. He could definitely use some help. Oh, thank you for not stealing my settlement. How kind of you. And Moors forms the Pestilent Scheme, and the Silver Host has lost their settlement. Oh, never mind, no, they haven't. That's just the outpost, I guess, that they had built. That's your own fault.
Beyond even quiet.
You guys can have the Bitter Bay. I don't really need it. I will go ahead and recruit in our Vampire Lord, though. Man, Gluttony would be... It'd be impossible, though, to bring down. The Necromancer gives him the Infernal Braziers. Summons in a Corpse Cart with Balefire. Then barrier hit points for all units. Okay, well, Roar, the Master Necromancer. Swarm is a traitor spell. Barrier on the entire army, plus the ability to summon in a non-degrading corpse cart.
I relish the
Or it is. We'll grab ourselves. How much of this can we afford? Not much. Let's go for a whole bunch of zombies. Yeah, let's go for a whole bunch of zombies. I don't mind having some archers, and then, yeah, just kind of nothing exciting. Combat focus is complete there. At least he can sit and defend.
Even the Lawmaster could not.
Yeah, I'm not going to prepare the Bitter Bay. Moving over there to claim that was... Listen, Scarbrand. I have more important issues than you.
your flesh before I claim yours.
Everyone hates the gash.
Open the liber mortis.
And I don't actually think you can... I don't actually think you can fight King Sateka. Mostly because he's got these chariots and some Ushabti as well.
Machinations.
Alright. Well, what we will do then... Man, you're just gonna sit there and... We can bring him over in March. And engage this king. While the other one cowers. Welcome to Gash. Indeed, time to die. Nope. Time to run away like a coward. Man, Cetra is playing different kind of game this time. He's losing a bit of magic there. Don't want to grab any of these other units because they're not great. We'll keep him with Nagash. And I don't mind stronger soldiers defending Nagash's are.
Everything dies.
So instead of summoning in some barrier zombies there, Roar, we can summon in... Barrier Bone Golem sounds good. So just two of those guys. The others can go to Nagash himself. And then maybe a couple units of Sandcrawlers. Barrier on the Spirit Host sounds very interesting as well. I think we'll grab zombies. Just some zombies. Over here in Global as well. Just a whole heap of zomboys. That'll work out.
Bring me flesh to craft.
Maybe later. I think the next thing we need in Nagash's R is going to be the Mortuary Cult there, for the extra armor. We really are just going to have to play defense in Nagash's R while Imric kind of jogs around. I wish he would have started a war with someone else before jumping in with us, but
Perhaps
that's not the way. Did not quite hold out long enough. Alright, well, let's see what Cetra tries. He's just been hiding for the most part. Can't tell you how wrong it feels skipping turns and not doing a technology. Alright, Bitter Bay is being attacked. The Savage Orcs and the Knights of Calador working together.
Arise, my legions! Run!
I'm glad we managed to make new friends, or give them new friends. Queek is ending non-aggression. Alright. I agree. Imric's down here as well, so 3 armies. Man. Alright, well we need to crush... And they're just gonna run away. What is Cetra doing? Well, this isn't very fun. He's just running away while Imric does damage. He knows that Imric's gonna do it for him. Okay, well Roar, you need...
I'll be all powerful.
What happened to our... Oh, because we lost our... That's bad. Can't really change the plan any. That's not good at all. And likely they'll go straight past Nagash's R and go up to the other settlement. Man, he is just staying right outside of our movement. Okay, so I think the plan is going to be pedal to the metal going after Kimry. We'll bring Nagash over first.
Master Lich.
And he's just going to hide. That is very Cetra of you. Don't you worry, Nagash and Archon to come for thee.
Do not stop.
Archon can still use the Raised Dead, and I think we'll grab a couple more bats just to get over the wall and harass his archers. I mean, they're not fantastic units, but they're just fine at dealing with cavalry, not cavalry, but artillery or archers. And if they just want to hang out in the desert and hide, that's fine by me. We'll crush them all in due time. Now that we have Archon and Nagash together, we should be good to go. If you hear any popping in the background, this is to use the fireworks. 4th of July is coming up too soon here for us. And so we're going to have all sorts of explosions going off. I'm here for it, but just to warn you all, let's throw in the Mortuary Cult. We could give Archon himself a bit more physical resistance, but I think that's Archon needs to prove himself by claiming Kimry for us first. So, sadly enough, we skip on through and no more research. We need to claim the Black Pyramid in order to get onto the next steps of our journey here to unlock the other Mortarchs. That's exactly what it was, yep. Didn't have enough orcs on the squad. Although I honestly have never seen the Savage Orcs and the High Elves fight together in a battle. That's a first. Alright, well, Archon... Nope, it was the Ashimos, the Morgost Archai. They got the skill, so we'll give him the Blade Master then. So it's time to bring down Kimry. Or at least attempt to.
This way.
Alright. Whole reason we didn't attack you last time is because the game didn't like this, but... Now you have forced my hand. It really doesn't matter how many units you have, we're gonna break them all the same. Alright. Get the old quick save and... roll the dice. Alright, Chaos Gods, be kind. Lads just want to watch us burn down Kimry. Is that too much to ask for? You just played the intro to Far Cry 6. It may really push you to hate the villains. I haven't played any Far Cries since the 3rd one. It has been a long time. I can't remember if it's the 1st or the 2nd, but after playing through it, it's like they hand you something called the Sneakometer. And that determines how sneaky you're being. Oh, the Sneakometer, huh? High-tech stuff. Listen. No! Alright, yeah, it seems like we're, I'm not sure if the mod can handle the big fights. We're gonna go to Volkmar. Apologies once more, but we're not gonna dilly anymore. Onward to Volkmar. Man, what made it so crazy? It wasn't just the Dawi. It was every single end time. Just every single turn they added 3 more stacks. I was like, just took out Clan Molder, and now here they come again. Unfortunate. Alright, well, we have been challenged to claim a Book of Nagash by the end of the next stream, so that's what we'll do. Even if it takes us till y'all are asleep. Okay, so where we left off with Volkmar, let's quickly kind of get back up to the stuff. This one was interrupted by Mother Nature deciding to rip everyone's power lines out of the ground and trees and whatnot. So we claimed Galbaraz. Turg One Finger is hanging out up to the north. Have you declared on us there? Yeah, yes. The Bloody Hands are coming on down to fight.
Volkmar the Grim.
I think that's fine. Balthazar can handle them. We'll have Balthazar come on up to defend Galbaraz.
Yes.
Volkmar can come on down.
I see Sigmar's hand in this.
They'll take attrition because of the swamp. It gets us there much faster, though. Oh, no, it doesn't. It take a few turns no matter what here, unfortunately, there, Volkmar. Yeah, such is the way. Get moving.
I go in his name.
Well, Balthazar sub on in to take his place. Looks like they are all around.
Master of high magic.
Here to serve.
Okay, well, instead then, yes, Balthazar. We come up at least out in front of Galbaraz. And go into an ambush dance.
Honored to serve.
Catch the corrupted out. And tripping. We have a bunch of our settlements that have been burned by the enemy. We had been leaving them for the most part, not upgrading Morgheim in the other Marches of Madness, except for kind of giving farms where and when we can, just for the additional replenishment. Most of the upgrades going back towards Kimri and the other main settlements there, Kashabar and whatnot. Vulcan Kairos negotiating peace looks weird. Yeah, it really does. Kairos, for whatever reason, it destroys Lustria, especially after being moved down here into kind of the middle of the Southern Chaos Wastes. He always attacks Lustria, and he does a lot of damage. He doesn't usually fight with Skrulk, he actually usually pairs with Skrulk in the battle. It's a little bit interesting.
Great Grumney's beard.
Alright, get you caught up. Gotrek, I think we need to move you down. Honestly, Gotrek might be able to handle the Book of Nagash by himself. Now we're going to bring him down to Studenberg to defend against King Arandes down here.
Gotrek, Gurnison.
Skyla, good old Grand Maester. I think we can set up a ambush, or we can just go after Zandri.
My faith in you wanes.
You can move a really long ways. Yeah, let's not go after Zandri then. Let's go into an ambush stance ourselves. Right outside the Pool of Despair. He's not the best at ambushing. There's good old Skylar. He's very loud. And his knights.
Gotrek,
Yeah, let's go ahead and throw in the final point into the orchards, grabbing ourselves a Vinter. Great winemakers hail from Bretonia. A little bit more gold we can hopefully give to Imri's side here, so we can go for the Taylor's deal to drop control by a bit. Our controls are just fine. Don't think we need any military buildings on in here. I mean, I wouldn't say no to the roads if I knew we could layer their buffs up. If anyone who is an SFO connoisseur and who frequents the Empire, can you layer up the buffs the roads give you? A lot of times with these, it's kind of a one and done thing for the province. I will at least grab the landed estate while I get that information from y'all. Speaking of the Land of the Dead, looks well entrenched. Land of the Dead is looking good. I mean, we're back in the Land of the Dead at the very, very least, but this one should be less buggy. Knock on anything you can find. Back up in the Empire proper, though. Karl Franz and the squad. Where did all the Nurgle forces go? I don't trust that one bit.
As is my right by Sigmar's crown.
I mean, dude, I agree with you. It's unfortunate that's a weak army. I actually think it'd be a good idea to fight it. For the fun of it. Uplift our spirits by ripping apart some Chaos Warriors. I'm here for it. Plus, I need some practice with the Luminarch. Every time I use it, it does either nothing or rolls into combat and gets punched in the face. So, practice we need. And I will layer on another thank you to everyone for sticking in while we had to switch on over to Volkmar. Even any of those who were expecting and wanting to gash only. Means a lot. Thanks for the support. The terrain on these, the actually Warhammer 1 maps, is better than the Warhammer 3 maps. Warhammer 1 and 2. I think so, at least. Tempelhof will set you up on the hill here. There are some doggos out front. Make sure you deal with the doggos. Pistoliers and Huntsmen. Then a nice little layer of crossbows. Free company defending the other side. Empire Knights helping them out. And then we've got our actual foot soldiers here, so halberdiers. They will usually try to flank with their and the hounds I want to beat down with our less injured troops if we can. Great swords will go up front once the battle's engaged.
Ready to fire!
For the Warhammer. Captain Prince. That's not what he's supposed to sound like.
Ready for war! Understood!
Guard mode. Battle begin. Yeah, go ahead and rip some shots at those Chaos Warriors. I want to see how much damage you can do.
No lingering!
The Emperor can go after these Marauder Horsemen.
Free company! Quick march! Yes, General!
What do you bid? Quick march! To battle! So
You two go after this poor fool here, and we will accuse these hound dogs once they get a bit closer.
The Empire endures!
I mean, it landed a shot, but it took out, what, 2 units?
Yes, my
It's
lord.
way overkilling them then. It's probably more of a Lord Sniper.
My Galmaraz! For the Warhammer!
Oh yeah, no, they don't actually outrange them. Let's go ahead and pull back.
At your service!
Bring you guys on around.
Ready, General! My subjects call!
Almost in range. We want to land the Emperor then.
Take the ground! Yes, sir, quickly! By Ulrich's wrath!
I think the accusation would stop them from getting in. I don't think they did that much damage though, so that's just fine.
I understand! Fire the hammer! I'll ready the men!
He'll ready the men. Deathclaw will ready the men.
Free company! At speed! Quick march!
That should deal with that nonsense.
By! The Empire endures!
Get moving a bit more forward there.
That's an order!
Don't really need the heals, but we'll turn them down. Get you guys away from that fight. Don't need to have our pistoliers being tossed away as such, but looks like that's just gonna be how it works. Net of Evantok on these poor fools here.
To me, men!
He's ripping those guys apart.
Our steeds are restless! Formation! March!
Oh, that works. Revenge.
For Old Dog!
we are Sigmar's heirs!
Missiles ready!
Nice little blanket of bolts for them. Pretty who are cold. You guys went away, so not taking too much friendly fire damage, and then these Marauders should get ripped apart pretty quickly. That was a really weak swing. Alright, well, maybe we got him. To be expected. We will argue that while we don't have one of the Books of Nagash secured, we do have the Emperor in our pocket now. So, I mean... alright. We didn't need to fight this one at all. Sweet, okay. 39 lost. And we claim a capital settlement here. Oh, sweet. So since he's so far from Sudenburg, he gets the season campaigner that much faster. That's awesome. More movement range, less attrition, and more perfect vigor. A little Scarecrow banner.
Bring me to my men.
Yeah, we're going to immediately throw in the gold mining pit here. Actually, you know what? Our income's doing all right. Let's instead go for the field just for the growth. And then we can bring the Emperor back through. We're just not replenishing much. SFO being what it is. Is it safe to go for the Woodsman's Hut here? Likely not, but it might lure them out of the settlement so we could fight them out on the open field instead of where they're hiding. We'll have to see. We are going to start losing ground quite quickly to all of the undead and
We're born to hunt.
others as such. Let's see the hunter. Bring on down. Fight these Skaven. They're gonna likely flee. So we'll try to at least keep them from retreating. In an effort to actually recruit in some soldiers there, though. Even if it's just one more unit. He does have the Rattling gun. So it's not gonna just be an absolute
Huntsman
smack,
General.
but Rattling gun versus Grudge Thrower. I think the Rattling gun loses. Let's grab 3 company militia are the cheapest. Besides the archers, they actually fight for themselves.
Champion of the faith.
Well, Rich, you're about to be in a bad time too. The Empire proper is under threat.
Such a thing is impossible. Awaiting orders.
Fitting Bergenberg with them. Switch yourself over into the trenches stance. That'll keep them a bit more safe. Now we just hope we can defend what we have here. Jugend von Karsten. Von Karstein.
Your orders.
My orders are to find new allies.
Onwards.
Although I think all we're going to find through the mountains here are going to be enemies.
Yes, General.
Dwarfs are through that direction. Dirk, let's see if you can take down some of his troops here. Nope, we don't have the gold for it, so instead you just gotta act as a spy, make sure no one sneaks by into Morgheim. Alright, we skip through. Check our diplomacy.
Yes.
Win faith.
Last I checked, confederations wanted to be formed kind of across the board with the boys. I just don't want to take the control penalties right now with all the land we currently have. I'm gonna let the Golden Order keep fighting against the Vampire Menace, and then we'll probably let them come on in once I'm sure they have that secured. We can confederate with all of the remaining Empire factions. Bringing your card to the auto shop seems like more fun than trying to take Brass Keep. Fact. Taking your card to the auto shop backwards with no eyes or feet is more fun than taking the Brass Keep.
By Sigma's will.
Ooh, hello,
come in
Tic-Tac-Toe.
peace.
Wants us to join his war against Khalida. Why are you fighting Khalida? Leave her alone. She's just trying to get rid of the vampires. Nah. You leave the mummy mommy alone. He's got enough to deal with. Well, 3,000 gold's a lot. It was likely a foolish thing to deny. And we can ask gold for them later on, and they will probably ask multiple times for us to join them. Sneak Mork's chosen. Oh, Boris is back. Take it back from the dead. Capture Workbad for 1,000, depending on how fast we do it.
Praise be to Sigma.
I mean, at the very least, we can rush on in and punch
Your
Turd
word
one
is
finger in the
my
face.
command.
We can see what this army looks like as we get a little bit closer. Okay, well, that's just rude. Okay, so a lot of cavalry, and then what is this? Savage Rogue Idol. What on earth? Rubble and Ruin. Oh, so he's not... I mean, he's tough and scary, but he's not that tough and scary. Not a lot of resistances and a large target to be shot at, so as long as I actually keep eyes on, we should be able to bring it down, no problem. Ooh, and a Feral Wyvern. Man. You've seen my Wa army with Warzag, you know that I just got a bunch of goblins. This dude got a Wyvern? In March Dance, though, we have
Arch-Lector.
pretty powerful knights. And we've got Ulrika. Let's get him.
Death.
Gives us a Pyrrhic victory. I think it'll be a rough one. But by the grace of Sigmar. Normie trolls, pump wagons. Doomdiver catapults are going to be an issue. I realize that we don't have our own artillery to kind of counter them. But we do have Ulrika. She's very fast and she's got spells, so... Mighty Mystic Powers away. Oh, and we have Balthazar, too. He's got all the extra spells to drop down on anyone that may surround him. Yeah, well, I think we'll just send him and Ulrika over. Hyper-aggressive-like. I don't think Ulrika is on a horse, so we'll see. We'll finally get to have a battle with Ulrika. Yeah, let's start deployment. Hopefully she is on a horse as well. Yes, perfect. Oh, it's a Gislavite horse. Ulrika Magdova. Or Magdova, depending.
We march on
Did
every
you
threat
give
to
your
the
horse
Empire.
the blood kiss? All right, yeah, stalwartmen of the Empire. Let's get this battle going. This is gonna be a tough one. Let's set up, I think, on this end here. Drawing them through the city would be great too, but I think the Doomdiver catapults are gonna wreak just a ton of havoc.
Eager for battle.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll use those pikemen as kind of the chaff unit then. Up front. We'll throw them in the middle here. Spears.
Sigma commands. The Empire
Move this unit around a little bit. Right behind our spearmen. Because there are so many savage orcs running across the field here, we're going to want to spread our men out a bit. They are going to be pushed to their limits. Ulrika and
I
the...
do not fear death.
Good.
Stand
Good to hear.
with pleasure.
All of our archers.
Weapons at the ready. Ready. Our orders.
We'll have these two knights working together on this side. With the pistoliers out front.
Ready to serve.
And the Blazing Sun Knights can defend the other side here. Let's grab our archers.
Missiles will fly.
Deathjacks, Empire Archers, and the White Wolves.
Ready to fire. Weapons at the ready.
Then the crossbow teams, who have a little bit more range than they do. And also stand a bit closer together, so they're probably better to be in the back line.
Men.
Proper back line.
Free company.
Free Company also defending the flanks.
Like armorers!
Take aim. The Heldenhammer.
Not gonna be easy though.
Militia. Very well. It is an honor.
Right, Ulrika and Balthazar. Buddy cops to the very end. Alright, battle begin.
Awaiting orders.
I'm just gonna have Ulrika charge on in and start blasting arrows at the Doom Divers. Nothing else really matters. Alright, their reinforcements are already here. Let's scoot our lads forward. So we're basically just at the beginning here. Pikemen can go to this spot. We'll just grab everyone but them.
Ready for war.
Bit too more along these lines here.
The Emperor. Sigma Corps.
Alright, well, Ulrika's moving as fast as she can.
By Urson's teeth.
Looks like they don't like her very much.
Follow my lead.
Ready for orders.
Gaining ground.
Oh, the goblins are flying. Oh, man.
Taking position.
Oh, they're hitting. They have such good aim.
On point.
Alright, well, I wasn't expecting perfect accuracy.
Servant of Sigma! Pray for glory!
Yeah, we need to retreat. She even hit herself with a miscast there. As bad of
Awaiting your command!
what could have happened, possibly.
Double time! With speed! At once!
For the Soulfire,
Without delay!
let them charge on into it.
With haste! Quick march!
Actually got away from. That's incredible. Micro on those Orc Biggins.
Follow my lead.
Alright, well, the Doom Diver is going to be an issue then, because Ulrika got laser beamed.
Go.
Let's bring her to one of the flanks then and start harassing.
Ground.
How on earth?
To the foe.
The Doom Diver catapults are awesome.
Eager for battle.
Ulrika. Taking position.
Yep, wasn't even in range and they still hit her and I was still wiggling.
In the name of Sigma!
Yeah, this battle is going to be real spooky then.
Awaiting orders!
I mind you coming up and using your ward save to kind of absorb a lot of that Doom Diver shots. They don't like Ulrika.
War. Yes. On point.
Please don't know miscast.
Where are you?
Thank you.
Hammer of
Just get some damage down. That's not exactly what we need. Man, the... Come on over and fight us. You were tired, were you not?
Teeth. Follow my lead.
Awaiting your command! Immediately!
Doom Divers are scooting themselves forward. This lets me know that we definitely need artillery soon.
Ulrika.
Not having artillery versus the orcs, or getting out artillery versus the orcs, is not something I'm looking to
Gaining ground.
have happen multiple times here.
Sigma guides us.
For Heldenhammer! Faith in the coming!
Know the Doom Divers want to take down Ulrika, so let's go ahead and try to avoid that nonsense.
Quickly now!
If we can sneak Balthazar in,
In the Emperor's name! Without
we will, but I think we want to be very, very cautious.
Feel my rage.
Going very wide with all of their units here.
We serve the Emperor. For Heldenhammer. Ready for war. For the Warhammer.
They're just gonna go for the full flank no matter what.
Fangs bared.
Arch-Lector!
Alright, we can charge into these biggins.
Command.
Layer down some arrow fire.
Quick march. Hit them all.
For the Warhammer!
I'm gonna give yourself some extra ward save.
For the Emperor!
And then Grand Soulfire, once they do surround, because they don't think they have much choice, they have to. They're just going to keep going wide.
Moving now. Yes, sir, quickly.
All right, broke them.
Awaiting orders.
Let's go ahead and switch to the Bone Clubber tribe.
Fire! Take aim! For the comet! Ready!
You guys deal with those Orc chariots. Come on in quickly to jump on these Savage Orc Biggins.
Company.
Nope. No costs.
Sigma exultant. Hail Sigma.
I promise, Wyvern, you want none of it.
Spearmen. Ready to serve.
Actually, pull one away.
At speed.
Oh, they got extra speed from their charge bonus there.
Free company. Understood.
Now Rick is getting run down by the Wyvern.
Sons of Sigma. Attack.
Follow my lead.
Alright, turn and fight. Balthazar even struggling a bit. Or Rick can turn around and get some shots in. Those Spearmen are gonna have a real bad day. Send the boys in to reinforce. Pistoliers, come on in. Actually, we're gonna send you. They're getting blasted the whole time. Y'all were definitely sitting there yelling at me.
I thirst.
Even
Faith in the comet.
deal with the Wyvern.
Yes.
Militia.
Bring the militia well around. These other militia need to come on up so they can actually start
To battle!
firing on some fools with those pistols.
The ground quakes.
Where are they?
Ulrika, we can drop down the Pit of Shades up front here.
Loaded, sir. Ready. Ready.
All those trolls actually made it into our line.
Conditions acceptable. For the Emperor.
Death and ruin.
We serve France.
We serve France.
Soldiers of the Empire. Ready to serve.
Gaining ground. Face my wrath.
Free company.
There we go. Pull these guys away. That way they're not getting taken out by the Boar Boys.
Moving now. I do not fear death. We are Sigma's heirs.
Bring it down!
Crossbow ready, General. Sir, for Sigma.
Spearman, you keep holding that line.
Archlector.
You guys come on back.
Speed.
Just set up where you can defend. I don't need you to chase them because they're gonna just likely run.
Our weapons are yours.
By Urson's teeth.
Person's teeth.
The Empire endures.
I didn't realize these guys were in the middle of a fray. Tussle, if you will.
Servant of Sigma.
The Wyvern's back. It's not great.
Fangs bared.
At once. Immediately.
I immediately got run off. There we go.
Quickly now.
Don't want to deal with the Doomdiver catapults ever again, so you go in and just scare them off permanently. And we'll bring the Knights through
Formation march!
once the enemy cavalry is sorted out.
For Heldenhammer.
Ulrika, you deal with these trolls. Should be a perfect
Spearmen.
good target for you.
The ground. Yes, my lord.
We got him.
Rid me.
Wasn't easy. We got him.
Ready to serve.
Now go for the Bone Clubber tribe in the center there. Alright, Sigmar's sons managed to survive just barely. Very impressive.
To battle, brothers. Free company.
I'm actually surprised they came all the way back to fight the Free Company militia. Ulrika, you are doing great. Slow them down. Maybe not miscasting is the worst, but
Missiles will fly.
not a lot you can do about it.
For Heldenhammer.
Come on after the, not the war boss, I don't mind him surviving. Let's go after the boar boys there.
Ready for war!
Okay, we'll speed things up. Hub wagons will likely escape, just take down those archers. They're in guard mode, that's not why they're not chasing anyone. Now we're gonna let him escape, like I said. Chase off these savage orcs, so that's not a problem. Sweet. Well, Rika did very well for herself. Galita is so underwhelming. I mean, you're not wrong. One of my favorite campaigns to play as for the Tomb Kings, but doesn't have a lot going for her. Rides around on a big old snake, though. It is really, really, really distasteful of Neferata. I am very happy, though, to break the Wa army before they are up to full strength, or even higher strength than they currently were. This was not a weak force by any means. It means Ekrund is up and running. We'll need to get some artillery teams quickly and move up to purge the savage orcs. Who's your favorite Tomb Kings, Lord Din there, Common? Better not be Katep. You'd be lying. Ooh, a Talisman of Preservation. Sweet. We will go ahead and pardon these captives, even though we would absolutely not. 4,400 gold's a lot. Stolen. Those are also as attack-minded now. And he's a kidnapper. Stealing objects is good business. Stealing people is even better business still. No, don't steal people. Stealing people is bad.
Going forth.
Can we make it back to Golbenraz?
Your word is my command.
Oh man, no, and we're gonna take attrition the whole way? Really?
I serve.
Okay, well, encampment it is.
Hammer.
Perhaps we grab in some Clan Angrand artillery. I mean, just even some grudge throwers would be more than enough. Right on, Rika. Having the Pit of Shades is great. But having loyalty to the motherland is even better. She doesn't need Myra blood yet, though. Yeah, we'll grab... Oh, hidden paths. Hang on now. Movement range and speed. There's always another way. Nah, instead we'll just upgrade Pit of Shades, so it costs less. Go Papa Skylar. We could grab some Ogre Bowls with him, but garbage. Everyone knows it. We've got kings all over the place, and Archon just kind of sitting out in the middle.
Curse all.
That would be an opportunity to kind of strike at Archon now.
My faith in you.
Are they close enough to El Haik where the...
My servant fails me.
Yeah, we've got to strike at them now. Even if we lose the pools of despair. Intef can't get over to defend, and he wouldn't be able to get any new troops. This is a nasty army, but it's very small. So if we play our cards right... Oh, he retreats! No. Ha. Now we're gonna get attacked by all the armies at once. Oh. Yep. Such is the way, and we'll take attrition for being in the vampire areas as well. Oh, you cowards. Alright, well. Rip Skylar. Nah, we won't give up on him yet. He may not should survive, but we'll do our best to keep him alive. Even with the treachery of the undead.
Out of the wilds. Gotrek,
Move down to the plains with Gotrek.
Beast Slayer.
I don't really think you need any more soldiers, although I wouldn't mind Huntsman. Huntsman and normal crossbows. War wagons can be quite interesting too. Yeah, let's do it. Let's grab 2 war wagons and then just a unit of huntsmen. Gotrek needs them less than others though, so you know what? Yeah, let's not do that.
Yes!
There is a reason Gotrek has a very bare bones slim army at the moment.
Volkmar the Grim.
Alright, Volkmar, we need you over here now.
Setting forth.
Quickly.
I am Prince and Emperor.
Yeah. We'll bring you back over to her
Pick up
gig.
the pace. The Empire.
Ludred is here, and then Hodekai as well. If we can kind of take down Krugenwald and then move through to take down the Dark Fortress at Middenheim first, I think we stand a pretty good chance of taking down the Brass Keep after. He's already got the Guarded Tower in. Oh my. Chosen. Yeah, breaking the Brass Keep is going to be hard.
Summon the Elector Counts.
Summon the Elector Counts. As our enemies just run. Yeah, keep chasing him. The rats are likely to get a random ambush off on us. We're going to want to be very careful, at least of that. The Skaven slaves themselves are not... I'm not too concerned with that. Let's bring Toddbringer Odin over here to join Ulrich's forces.
Servant of Sigmar.
11. What rank are you? Dolph.
The quarry.
Rank 6. That's kind of not nearly as good as what Toddy's gonna be. Bring him out, bring him out. Where's Toddbringer hiding? Oh, there he is. Legendary Lord, he's determined. Here he is.
To strengthen
Welcome.
the Empire.
Midland Runefang already? Glorious beard. I'm gonna zoom in too much on you there, bud. White Cloak of Ulrich. And as for skills, we've already got the Protector of the Drakewald, which already makes him so he will be wounded instead of killed whenever he gets taken down in battle. More weapons for fighting against the Beastmen, and more upkeep reduction while using the Knights of the White Wolf, the Tutagen Guard, Wolfkin, and the Swords of Ulrich. We actually got set up pretty well. They didn't waste his skills here. That I'm glad to see. Normally they don't even try. I will grab the Coachman for more diplomatic relations. And then the Outrider for more line of sight. And then the Ratcatcher will fight against Skaven. That'll work out just fine. Goalkeeper instead of the other banner. Go. I trust Boris in a battle a bit more than I trust the Huntsman General. No extra armor to pass out to Boris, though. That's just fine.
This will bolster the nation.
We'll see, won't we? We'll give you some more free company militia since they're fairly cheap, although they're a bit more expensive on your side. Yeah, I think if we're grabbing any more soldiers with him at all, it'll be free company militias. We'll grab 4 total of them. And we'll also recruit up over here with Ulrich. Looks like all we can get with you is archers, which is big sad. Boris Dottie is here. As long as the Skaven stop running. Yeah, the provinces are in ruins a bit, but once we're able to kind of get some of these armies back under control, some of these provinces, dealing with Festus will help a lot because of all the plagues will stop, and all this nasty corruption leaking on out will also cease.
How should we proceed?
You keep scooting on through.
Move.
get us over into contact with the other Cathayans we haven't met yet.
Direct me.
Dirk, you keep an eye on the Savage Orcs now.
To war.
Ekrund is maxed out. Garrison here is mostly big, and he's got 2 giants. 2 giants and some rock lobas. Yeah, breaking Ekrund is gonna be tough.
I serve Sigma.
Sweet. Well, let's swing back over to poor Skylar while he gets jumped by 4 armies at once. Okay, no, they tried to scoot away in the underways. The fools. Let's smash some rats. Oh yeah, no, I do not underestimate giants. They can be easily shot down, but if they land even 1 or 2 hits, you feel it. They're not great against individual units, but against single entities, they hit very, very hard. In SFO, though, they get all sorts of extra buffs, though. They like trample the area around them, and they can have a chaotic roar, which is a huge map-wide debuff.
Ready.
You have to remember we went from playing vanilla to SFO kind of out of nowhere, so
We company.
keep in mind the changes.
Spearmen. Spot us the target.
We will definitely want a line that is not all up in front.
Ready for war.
I have no doubt the Skaven are going to be coming at us from underneath. We'll grab these swordsmen and kind of shove them in behind.
Ready for war.
Spread the boys out. They don't have a lot of opportunity to actually engage where the Skaven pop up at, just because of how fast they do.
Spearmen. The Empire endures.
I don't actually want to keep the Free Company behind then.
Swordsman.
Shields from the underway.
Missiles at the ready.
Oh, I agree. I play vanilla generally just because that's the game. I play mods when I'm looking for a bit more variety or spice.
Weapons at the ready.
Forward, where are those rattling guns? As soon as we can find them, that's where our grudge throwers are going to be launching rocks the entire time.
The Empire endures.
Ah, there they are.
They have wronged us. Swordsman.
They have wronged us.
Take the ground. Take the ground. To battle. We demand blood.
Keep moving forward. They're going to keep disappearing in and out of existence, so
Swordsman.
make sure we continue to give them the old attack order.
The next kill is ours. Formation.
Prove it.
March. For the High King. Aye, as ye command. Swordsman. Sigma guides us.
Oh yeah, no, the underway maps are awesome. Really, really good for missile-heavy troops, missile-heavy factions, which is definitely what they're there for.
By Ulrich's wrath.
Is no one on the still? Yes. No one learns ever. Or after repeated abuse from the AI, usually.
Oh, Deadile'll get 'em. Quick march. Take position. Grudge thrower.
Chucking the grudges. They're just gonna keep going back and forth.
Crossbowman.
Game of cat and mouse with the Skaven.
By Karl Maras. They This won't
Rally
miss
guns.
fire.
He's a wizard too, so let's actually get
Victory
Toddy
will be ours. Faster.
moving up kind of aggressively.
Taking aim! Sigma guides us!
For the Empire.
Either we can chase off, or oh, they got a pack master back there as
To
well.
battle.
We just have him smashing into different Skaven slave units. Then he's got a ton of debuffs to the enemy leadership. Some accuracy increases. Grudges away. Get more every day than you learn. That's the way.
That's an order. For France.
We're just gonna go bully these Skaven slave units off to the side. More chaff we don't have to shoot at with the crossbows, the better.
By Ulrich's wrath.
We thought you might decide to shoot soon.
Yes, sir. Quickly.
Come on, Boris.
Formation. March.
That's nothing.
No
Any gun rounds? Easy.
Take the ground. Go.
Hey, Paragunner. On the channel a few days ago. Well, welcome on in. Glad to have you.
No lingering.
We're just bullying rocks with we're bullying rats with rocks.
Pain damage.
I want to scoot forward a little bit. They have a bit better actions, although they're hitting just fine. Yoink.
It will be done.
If you're gonna sit there and let me deal with your rattling guns, I'll move up when they're gone. Thank you.
Sir. Sir.
A little bit more though, that way we're not too close to the catapults.
General. Take the ground.
Alright, Boris versus the Ice Wolf chariots.
Quick march.
Welcome to the cult of magic. Yes, indeed. Cult of magic and forgetting things, apparently. You leave Boris alone with your miniguns. I
Formation. March.
don't know how many times I have to keep telling you this.
To battle. At speed. Faster.
Alright, infantry, move up.
We obey. Spearmen.
Oh, they're stuck. Okay, that's actually just fine. You guys come back this way. Get closer to these guys here. Let's go ahead and have the crossbows that are starting to fire. Here comes the spells.
Take position.
Alright, Boris, you're just gonna go straight through the line. You're tough enough. No one else is. You fire that pack master. Go ahead, just shut down those Skaven slaves there.
Sigma calls! By God, Morass! At speed! Shoot them! Missiles will
We see the gutter runners. Keep pulling through.
At speed.
Got stopped for a moment there.
Bring death order.
Rocks.
Anu.
Fly, plenty of rock.
On my command.
The gutter runner's gonna want to be an issue then.
Free company.
Free company, we'll go ahead and keep you maybe moving up this side here.
Crossbowmen.
Crossbows help Boris as he tries to chase off this wizard.
bring it down! We are Sigmar's heirs!
Your spells are uninteresting.
Numidia, guide us.
Some more swordsmen in the middle. Oh, we actually lost the middle.
Swordsman!
Alright, Skaven slaves held their own. They broke through.
Take aim! Take position!
Take the ground. Prepare for combat. Yes, sir. Quickly. To battle.
State troops did not hold their own.
Prepare for combat.
He just keeps running away and casting spells, which is an interesting strategy.
At your service. Bring it
And it makes sense to me.
Free company.
Pull these free company off to the side just a smidge.
Swordsman!
Swordsman, if you guys can move up and delete huge blob of clan rats, is kind of making itself felt there.
Yours. At speed.
Boris beating the brakes off this mage.
Prepare for combat. Free company. Ready for war.
Together. Losing the middle line's unfortunate, but I think we'll be alright. Give these guys the additional
Missile infantry.
accuracy there. Swordsman cut down this Packmaster.
Crossbowman!
He gave them all some extra poison attacks.
Obey! Swordsman! Free company!
We'll just stand and let the Skaven come back to us.
Ready to roll!
Meanwhile, you can keep bullying this lord here.
Spearmen! Swordsman! For the twin-tailed comet! Stop firing! Crossbowmen!
Right, towards these guys down in the center. Spears moving up, taking a bit of ground. Let's keep going after this, the plague mage if we can there. In fact, new gutter runners are causing me a lot of issues.
Standing by!
Funnily enough, these Ice Wolf Chariots actually doing some fair damage.
Swordsman!
Likely mostly because we're in SFO.
Goldenhammer! Attack!
Get rid of them.
War! No lingering!
We will make sure he doesn't get completely slain though, so they don't recruit another lord. I'm sure Clan Molder has the gold for more leadership.
Awaiting orders! For Heldenhammer! Go! Sigmar calls! By Sigmar, obey me! For Heldenhammer!
Let you guys move forward, help breaking the gutter runners there.
The Empire endures! Formation! March! Crossbowmen!
I'm impressed with the amount of damage the Ice Wolf Chariots have gotten. They've been shot at for most of the battle, but they just don't care.
Yes, sir! Grudge thrower!
Meanwhile, our line is weirdly decimated
Yes, General!
by clan rats and
We are
Skaven slaves.
slaves! For the war!
Disappointed in you lads. Alright, they're gone, and there's the victory. A costly one, but we'll take it.
Swordsman!
Glad they didn't have any menace below. Would have been in a real bit of trouble.
Take position! Understood! By Ulrich's wrath! Come on, boy, get your blade out! Charge! We
Keep chopping them up. Pretty much just don't want that enemy Packmaster to make it. There we go. You can recruit another one if you want, but that's all you get.
Swordsman! Get them!
Go ahead and apply rocks to those guys as they run. Did I increase the missile size? I did not. You can do that? Has Boris chase off all the rest of the rats here. Hopefully we can gather a few more. Just keeps riding around in circles. We definitely need a more staunch front line than our normie state troops. They killed many clan rats. I'm just confused as to how they broke the front line down so easily. Sheer weight of numbers, I guess. It just looked funny. Are you talking about the crossbow bolts themselves? Huh. So they don't look like that in yours game, man. Huh. Interesting. No, I've done nothing to the missile size or anything like that, no. Alright, well, bunches and bunches of kills. We will go ahead and pardon those captives. Let Molder can shoot on away.
Sigmar is mighty, but he is also forgiving to those who are
Well, that's good,
willing
Gelt.
to repent.
Join his war against Dark Wyland. Actually, to keep that from escalating, I will counter your offer. Oh, he doesn't want to do the... Yeah, we can grab the Confederation here. And go. You know what? No. So if we're bankrupted and it hits our next turn, then we take all the attrition and all the penalties from being at 0 money.
Praise be to
We'll grab the
Sigmar.
Golden Order next turn
What
here.
brings you to the Empire?
Lewin would like us to join his war against Grom. You're paying me, but does this mean Grom's gonna come through and start attacking us too? Don't really want to deal with the Pouch, so you can handle that by yourself. Good luck. Got a couple of the enemies there, and a caravan has arrived in Altdorf. Beautiful. Nice little grip of gold. Wolfenburg has itself a plate. No, they all ran away. Well, that I don't mind. We're definitely gonna go after King Sinutep here. He is on a Kimri or Sphinx.
My faith in you wanes.
Rank 14 enough to get immortality. Ooh, rank 20. You poor fool. Let's grab, we tend the war horses. No, we're figured that one out, which one he is going to be. Kronk is going to be dedicated to later on, but in the meantime, we'll grab just the Foe Seeker. Turn around and take down the Tomb Kings. Decisive victory with low casualties. That one in the other resolve. We need to get down here and claim one of the books of Nagash. Skylar the Tomb Raider, well done, bud. That keeps one of the big armies off our backs. Okay, so in the meantime, we're going to continue to work on just his pistol corps, or the Eminent Grand Maester drops cavalry upkeep even further, giving him even more speed. Well, that's even better. So whoever, I don't exactly remember, my apologies, whoever who had requested the name for Skylar here, if you would like to, if you're in the chat currently, basically we'll have you give us the dedication for which order this Grandmaster is going to be a part of. I personally would like to give him the Knights Panther, but as it is your character, I'm happy to bow to the order of Knights you'd like to add him on into. So Reichsguard or Knights of the Empire, but we'll do that once I know you are in chat. Gregor von Leibwitz. He will just grab the raise your hammers, extra weapon strength with attacking. 7% is no small amount. But is this just for him? Come men, we will smash the enemy. Now let's have you prove it. Let's have you prove it. Rank 12 starts unlocking his good abilities. We'll start saving then. That way we have several of them all at the start. Ward to the Middle Mountains, and any that give us either more weapon strength or survivability. Oh, you believe he either said Panther or Blazing Sun? I guess I completely missed that. Gelt is kind of that's what I was gonna see. Kind of leave Gelt on his own, and we can confederate him later on. I'm just impatient, and I'm not afraid to admit it. Let's grab the Sigmar's ward for the attrition casualties. Is not that useful there for you, Boris. Let's just make him hard to hit. More melee defense for Boris himself. Sweet. Volkmar.
Blessings
Your
of
battle cart moving.
Sigmar upon you.
Wow, they've gained up to gold chevrons. Man, that's going to be a tough army to break when it comes time to it. I don't think they'll attack us. He really doesn't like me very much, though. I don't want to risk it. I think Volkmar can handle it. Yeah, you know what? No, we'll be risky.
Sigmar watches over me.
These are all chaff armies, which Volkmar can handle by himself. Gets immediately kneecapped by them. We'll find out, won't we? Plan is bring him on through and grab this Book of Nagash before Arkhan does.
Armor is for maidens.
Armor is for maidens.
On the move! Shh, let them come.
Be very quiet. We're hunting rabbits. Oh, we have access to the Sigmarite disciples now. Oh, happy day. Then we may have to take a quick pit stop over in Sudenburg with Volkmar. Replace some of our normal swordsmen with some lads with hammers. Oh, and the Hellstorm rocket battery too. Yes, please. Our military increases 20-fold and then punch the brakes off the mic. Apologies there. And with nothing else, I think I would like to put in over on Qatar. I mean, one of the temples, common temple's not a bad call just for the extra income for the whole province. Yeah, you know what, we'll save for the common temple then. More income for the whole province sounds awesome. We'll save the rest of our gold here for spending on armies up in the north. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Balthazar Dietzen, we'll have you just kind of deal with these individual Savador tribe soldiers who are just kind of standing around. Ah.
Forget it.
A Wurzag appears. He's going after Morgheim. Making his Wa army and doing some damage.
Champion of the faith. I live to serve the
Let's
Emperor.
then threaten Ekron. We may not be strong enough to actually take it down,
Ever onward.
but the threat at least may be able to get Wurzag away from our settlement here. Probably not. He's the Great Green Prophet. Who are you at war
If I
with?
don't like your words, I'll blast yous with me spells.
Why don't you go fight Clan Angrid? Stunties are up there. They called you names.
This night,
Said Hughes wasn't
dragon.
the best Great
Stone
Green Prophet
dragon.
around.
by the comet.
All
We
right.
just confederate with Averland. Grab Lightdorf? Nah. He's doing terrible. We have as much lead as we need. It's time to protect our own. Gelt can kind of keep the vampires back on his own front. And then when he is good and powerful, we'll just claim his lands back from him. Prepare what's at Grunberg here. It's like, beautifully enough, the Onians chased off the undead. It's fine, yeah. Ulrich will give you a couple more archers here, so we'll get up to 5. Since we have this corruption, it makes it way more difficult to try any kind of sneaky nonsense.
Do not suffer
Estes
fools.
is back. Happy day. Leech Lord has returned. Yeah, I think in the meantime we just gotta sit here. Estes will likely move on next turn. And we can hopefully pounce then. No kind of deals to be made in our diplomacy screen.
Who calls? As is
We'll
my
switch you
right
into
by
the trench
Sigmar's
stance so you're
crown.
not taking any extra damage. Or so you have more damage to throw out at the enemy.
Step to it.
Onward to Cathay.
Pick up the
Looks
pace.
like he's the target of Wurzag's Wa.
Tarek, your orders.
This version of Wurzag is very lucky. I didn't have that much ability to hunt down people. Went over in perhaps we could
Moving off.
try to assault Wurzag's Wa once he gets a bit closer.
You are
Oh no, he got a monkey too. Look at all these gobos. You poor fool.
Gork ain't happy.
Gork ain't
The
happy.
elector counts.
Yes?
Horus. I want you to be brought against Festus's boys as well. I think we just need to move through Altdorf first to do so. Let Balthazar keep... Oh, he lost his army.
By Sigma's right. Pick up the pace.
Not awesome to see him losing his forces like that. Nurgle corruption. That's not so bad. And turn. As his name is so broken. I think a lot of the names, if they have the something or other, the suffix,
By Sigma's will, come in peace.
it doubles it up. So Zatan the Black will be the Black the Black. Join the war against Khalida. Yeah, let's do it. What can go wrong? Sands immediately start moving. Okay. So it doesn't look like we managed to get an ambush. Man, is that a scary army here? King Intef and King Makris. Okay, so a minute 54 on the reinforcement. I think we got this one. Gonna give us a valiant defeat. Our settlement garrison we could use as a expendable force. Don't tell them, but they're expendable. And we'll let them take all the damage from these Ushabti and the Screaming Skull Catapults. In the meantime, though, I'm going to jump up and grab some more delicious cold brew and a couple snacks. That way we can continue our stream. We'll go till about, say 12:30 to 1 a.m. here, Central Standard Time. But I'm going to kick it over and be right back, and we'll this battle go on right afterwards. It's going to be funny. It is not going to be funny. It's going to be horrifying. Plan is, once we can take down this first group, hopefully we can maybe pin them in and force them to fight against, since they're bonus versus infantry, we can force them to fight against our heroes here. I don't know. The Crypt Horror is going to be a problem. Oof. Alright. You're back. Alright then. Welcome back. Hope you got some excellent snacks. I've got, well, I didn't grab cold brew this time. It's just kind of leftover cold brew and some water. It's kind of sad. But it shall have to do. Alright then. No, I do agree with all of you that these crypt horrors are, after looking at 4 units of them, this army is going to be nasty. If we can break this first force here and just end the battle there, I'm going to do so. Otherwise, we may want to call a fast retreat once Intef comes on in. We'll see. Why are our reinforced? Because we're not actually in the town. Yeah, since we missed the opportunity for the ambush, going into the trenches would have probably been a better call. Man, I'd really like to cut them off, but the fact that they don't actually have any proper artillery is a good thing. I just don't know where the enemy's going to set up.
State troops ready!
Our state troops will get absolutely decimated by the Screaming Skull catapults.
Spot us the target! Finding range, sir! We are Sigmar's heirs!
Here's what we'll do. I had to think about it for a second. Let's bring the boys on over to this side. We'll have the lords and heroes
Ready for war!
rolling as one, with the 2 grenadiers or the Knights Panther.
Ready for war! For the Empire! By Ulrich's wrath!
There we go.
On my command!
And then
Sigmar calls!
we can have the 2 Outriders.
Sigmar calls! Outriders!
Vanguard men on the side.
The Empire endures!
We'll see.
Ready to fire! Great swords!
Great swords will throw in behind the army, ready to kind of move to where they're needed.
State troops
We're going to want to layer up the halberds on one side.
for Heldenhammer! For Heldenhammer!
I think of it like this.
Empire endures!
You have a wee bit of faith this goes well. I'm thinking this is either going to go fantastically or absolutely horribly. And there will be no in between.
Wise counsel!
Okay. Well, do it. They go hide.
That's an order!
As the Tomb Kings,
Where you
I
been?
guess. I'm not used to them being cowards.
Ready!
Pull it away a bit here.
Steeds are restless!
We are going to want to try to go through. I don't have in mind if we have to break these Nehekaran horsemen first. But we want to go through the line. Boy, what on earth?
We are Sigmar's
Yeah, this is going to go well at all.
Yes, sir, quickly! For Heldenhammer! To battle!
Hit these skeleton chariots first.
Orders stand!
Drop in the ward save, drop in the damage.
Now! The Empire endures! Formation march!
Knights keep moving around.
March! Yes, sir, quickly!
Yeah, our Grandmaster's taking a lot of damage.
Take the ground!
And it looks like even though they're moving at top speed, the skulls are still able to hit them, which is really
To
unfortunate.
battle! Go!
And is going to cause us all sorts of issues.
For Heldenhammer! For the Emperor! Sigmar calls! It will be done! To battle!
Yeah, we're gonna... Yeah, I don't know. This one's gonna be rough. Alright, bring the boys in. Grenadiers, we need you now. The ward save is really, really helping here.
Ulrich's wrath! Warrior
Everyone in this position is losing their fights, though, so let's go ahead and pull them one away.
Take position. Yes.
These knights can deal with the Screaming Skull catapults. That works for me. Bring those grenadiers in. How much time do we have? 3 seconds. It's time to no longer keep moving forward.
Ready. We are Sigma's heirs.
Grand Maester, get on back over.
March.
Knights Panther, please deal with those cavalry or those artillery teams quickly.
Outriders! Fire!
Attack.
Start launching those grenades. Pull on back. Draw those chariots into the... Well, they don't want to be fighting. Looks like everyone in here got caught except for our... They're fighting pretty well. They're not going down quickly. Bring the Master in to take down these guys.
See to it. Yes, my lord. Outriders.
Grenadiers made it away safely. We can take apart these archer chariots now. Okay, we gotta get out of there now. Run, 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 run. We need those Knights Panther bad. Grenadiers come on around 2. We've got to give them the the buffs, whatever it is.
For the Emperor. By Sigma, obey.
Our captains aren't gonna make it.
Sir, I'm ready the men. No lingering. Sigma.
All right, we'll just go after this lord here. He's gonna go after. He's gonna charge directly to the center of our line. We'll tear him down.
My Calderas.
Here come all of the cryptors now. Yeah, our
Speak. You
captains are starting to take some damage. I don't mind if they break because they can come on back.
Outriders!
Yeah, get these outriders away.
We serve the Emperor!
By Ulrich's wrath.
Over here quick.
Charge the battle hymns.
Over here quick. Here they come.
Crossbowmen. By Ulrich's wrath. Quick march. At your service.
Yeah, Grenadiers, keep moving on away. We'll bring you over to fight against the king.
For Heldenhammer. Swordsman. Sigma. For Fran.
All crossbows. Fire on those Dakar horses.
Outriders!
We'll bring the outriders up and around.
Quickly!
How are things going up on the front line? Not fantastically, but I mean, it could be way, way worse, right?
Ulrich's wrath.
Drop down the...
Go. No lingering. Attack. Beat them.
We want them to work together, so let's go ahead and charge in behind here.
Battle awaits. Sputters the target. Formation.
And if you are over there in chat, I am not able to kind of see what's going on. So,
And ready.
Burn and Fire, we're going to start to get some serious hits from the
For the comet. Ready.
local stalkers there, which is not great.
Quick march!
No lingering.
Shooting grenades at the wrong targets.
Sigma's heirs.
Losing the fights they're in the middle of, so let's pull on back, bring the soldiers in to take their place. Oh man, this is really spooky.
We are Sigma's heirs. Launch. Swordsman.
You guys are in melee.
Crossbowman. Go. By Ulrich's wrath.
Fighting the enemy lord, he's not winning, but
For the Emperor.
we respect him for trying.
Shoot.
Pull you away. Grand Maester, you're pretty much just here providing some extra
Crossbows ready,
leadership at the moment.
General. For the twin-tailed comet.
Most of the... these guys got destroyed. Rip our grenadiers.
To battle! At speed!
What's funny is they made sure to kill our captains fully. They absolutely no prisoners on those poor guys there.
Taking aim for Heldenhammer. Ready for war.
All of the... Man, we are... It's just a tide of undeath.
Faster. Ready for war. Ready to smite.
Give everyone who can some more melee attack. Not a lot to do besides. Mortar's out of shots already. Oh no, they're just off their
Yes,
their
sir.
siege engine. Get back on that, idiots.
Missile
move forward. You two switch targets to bring a deal with these Ushapi Greatbow. Oh, he decided he doesn't like Huntsman very much. And fair enough, me neither. Especially when I'm fighting against them.
Quick march! Faster! Move out! By Ulrich's wrath!
Alright, let's go ahead and call the retreat for all the crossbows in this back line here. It's time to leave.
Quick march!
Missiles at the ready!
Conditions acceptable!
Oh, he's gonna retreat through the enemy lines. Okay, why wouldn't you just retreat this direction?
Go! Yes, sir! Quick!
We'll try to pull him away before we call the retreat then on him.
We are Sigma's heirs!
Spearman! Rah! Yes, sir!
We did not manage to pull off the victory.
By Sigma's will!
See to it! Sigma preserve!
Why do you need to flee through enemy lines? That's bizarre.
Withdraw!
Alright.
Yes, Lord! Rah! War!
Nah, the Panthers weren't moving at all.
Sigma preserve us! Crossbows ready, General!
Yes, sir!
We've done a lord in several of the... now they're going to flee this way, that's fine. What? You're going to retreat this way, but you won't flee that way when I call them withdraw? You should be able to give the order on where you're withdrawing to.
Sir!
You guys go ahead and withdraw too. Everyone who can pull out, go ahead.
Captain of the Empire!
Likely they will attack us a second time here, but we may be able to retreat enough where they can't hit us. We'll see. Yeah, 800 losses, no good. They took almost no casualties. They had mostly large entities, but ugh. Wouldn't fight us on the field when we had the advantage, but that would make sense. We definitely need to be a bit more defensive then. I wasn't expecting this many high tier units to come out of nowhere though. The armies were not this high tier previously. At least these ones were hiding. Ah, we lost the Knights Panther? Man, they had health on this previous screen. Propaganda. We did take out all of the Crypt Horrors, both of the Sepulchral Stalkers, so a lot of high-value targets are gone now, but we've lost a huge chunk of our army here. Luckily, all the heroes survived, though. Well, they don't press their attack. Well, that's alright.
By Sigma's will, come in peace.
Earthu's not coming in peace. He ends his non-aggression pact. Balthazar, if you drag me into a fight with the trees now. I can't handle it. Scourge of Aquitaine has attacked Corone. Well, we must enter the side on our allies' end. Hope they don't turn after me. That's a nasty army. Full of Blood Knights. Skylar has himself a blade. Was that stolen from us? Oh, it was. Rascals. 3 droughts in Galbaraz. The triple drought. Man, triple negative growth. That's no good. We have made God of the Waters angry. Romanon.
To battle!
Well, Boris, before we move you into enemy territory, let's make sure we have... Really like some artillery. That's what we're missing out on here. We could recruit some through Global. We would have to sit for a few turns, and it would take up a lot of our gold. I am actually tempted to go for the War Wagons. Simply as we can use them as a bit of a chariot. They're not amazing, though. That's the problem. Yeah, I think the call is just to grab some Empire Knights.
By the comet!
Behind. Comment.
Protector of the weak.
Oh, well. Hello there, Richard.
His impudence.
Is it now?
Warrior of Sigmar.
Impudence is standing in my territory like a fool. Yeah. Well, we got him. Mission accomplished.
I live to serve the Emperor.
You sprint on back to Marienburg there, bud. That's probably gonna make the Scourge very angry. Yeah, he's got the Grail Knights. It's basically the Black Knights of Aquitaine. I guess it's like, please stay and keep causing problems over here in Bretonia. Leave me alone. Volkmar? They don't like that we're here, but they're not going to do anything about it.
Grim. Sigmar has heard my prayers.
Oh, we can't get back into the area that gives us the Sigmarite mace wielders. What I did notice, though, is it takes only 2 turns on global. So 2 turns on global or 2 turns in normal. We might as well just get through to the Black Tower.
Hunting the wicked.
We can bring Skylar.
Sigmar.
My faith in you wanes.
I am tempted to go for another battle.
My servant fails me. This is forbidden.
This is not nearly as scary of an army. There's no artillery, so we can keep the guys dodging the Ushabti. We go very badly, very easily. Yeah, we'll be smart. We'll go on into the Pools of Despair. I won't even mind grabbing some more Ogre Mercenaries. Then Angren would give us some Miners. No, I think we do want to replace our Knights Panther. So we'll go for 1 Knights Panther. Knights Panther it is. Corone about to stomp. We'll see. We will see. The Bretonians don't tend to do that well. We'll grab the Woundmaker here on Kronk, make sure he's a bit more deadly. Ludwig. Yeah, I think it'd be a good call to go for... Heed Not the Witch. Heed Not the Witch. Those Ogre Mercs are incredibly expensive. You're right, not worth it. 1,300.
I
Gross.
see Sigmar's hand in this.
Alright, well next turn we should be able to grab in both of the new Sigmarite Hammer Soldiers there. King Rondes has moved on in. Man, I would so like to fight you. He knows Gotrek is here, that's why he's not moving closer.
The dead can't be kings.
The dead can't be kings.
Gotrek,
Alright, go back into the ambush. Well, he could likely win, I just want to make sure we are not having him throw down with an entire squad of Crypt Horrors and Sepulchral Stalkers. That makes things a bit more difficult for him. Deadly as he might be.
Praise be to Sigmar.
Balthazar, yeah, looks like Warzag is coming on over after you.
Not happening.
It's a squad of pump wagons. Pump wagons and rock llamas. I mean, that's a fair strategy. Chuck stuff at them and then break them while they are distracted.
Mork says no.
Champion of the faith.
I don't think Warzag could reach us.
Sir? Servant of
I want
the
to.
faith.
We're gonna run away from Warzag
Serve
as quickly as
the
we can,
Elden Hammer. Sigmar
even if we take a bit of
lightens
attrition to
my
do so.
steps.
You are.
He's gonna keep building up that wall though, so we may have to start losing some ground strategically to him. We'll see.
Yes.
Go Trick. See if we can't find anyone else that needs moving. Nope, good to go.
Now,
Dirk, you just kind of stay over here and keep scouting. I want to save this 600 for the next turn.
direct me.
Ooh, the Black Fortress just got attacked. Oh, Archon has come on over with all of his boys. Well, that's a proper siege then, isn't it? Settlement Garrison at least has 2 artillery pieces. Not gonna be an easy fight, though. And it may not even be one that we can win. Let's find out. Here's an open desert field. Lovely. No, Skylar's fight. He will survive. Although these Shabti Great Bow have incredible range, or incredible accuracy. Oh, it's because they've got a bonus V large now. That would make sense. What's also great is that SFO, I think, will make the AI wait until their reinforcements arrive before they will move forward to attack us. So, you may be right here. And this may be the end for old Skylar. Best use the terrain to our advantage. Don't know that we can. It's kind of the issue. Let's use the garrison troops as a kind of expendable, aggressive force. If we lose them, I don't mind as much.
Swordsman!
But we really need to try to break this first group before the enemy reinforce, depending on where they actually deploy, though. That's kind of the issue. We'll set up... Man. All the way across from Arkan here. Grab the rest of these guys and just drag them on back.
Sputters the target!
Don't have a lot of troops. Don't have to deal with 6 Crypt Wars, though. I think there are still 2 of them out there.
The Empire endures! By Ulrich's wrath!
We'll see.
By
Didn't endure
Ulrich's
so well the
wrath!
last time.
See to it!
You stay over here. Outriders also.
Outriders!
Gonna try to make better use of them this time.
Spearmen!
Bring you guys up to help out with the expendable force. He was a legend. He was indeed. But with luck and good piloting here, I think we can possibly take it. Archon himself is going to be hard to bring down, but he's on his chariot, which would make, I think, things a little bit easier for us, as long as
Halberdiers!
clever with it.
Crossbowmen! By Ulrich's wrath! Take aim!
All right. Now let's grab all the missile boys that are in the back here.
Sigmar calls! Halberdiers! Ready for war!
All right, Skylar and company, let's do it. We will pull back as far as we can. Looks like they did the same. I don't think our expendable boys could make it over there even if we wanted them to. Instead, let's set them up to fight Archon and his hounds as they come in. And you guys just come on back. They will send their speedy units forward. At least they should.
Awaiting orders!
Your orders are to attempt to bring down
For war!
the Mortarch Archon.
Yes, sir!
We'll see how well you do. Making them run all the way across the field, too, should tire them out at least a bit. You guys gotta have to move fast. Archon's almost here. Alright, normal speed. Swordsman forward. Crossbows, every single one of you go after this first group of Skelly archers.
Soldiers of the Empire! Quick march! For Heldenhammer!
Our Are those swordsmen going to win against the dire hounds? Likely no.
Swordsman! Spearman! Ready for
Come on, crossbows, start layering that fire. We gotta bring down at least a few of these units here. I don't mind activating the Realm of Souls where they can't actually heal from it.
Sigma, preserve us!
Oh wow, those dire hounds took out one of those units.
Ulrich's wrath! Ready! Yes, my lord!
The Spirit Leech goes down.
Ready, General! We are Sigma's heirs!
They are all going to concentrate fire then together. And they're gonna walk. This is SFO after all. No, I definitely didn't tell you to do that, but I guess I must have.
Yes, General! Crossbowman! Quick march! Yes, my lord! We are Sigma's heirs!
You guys move up for firing on the next unit. You guys at least try to get some shots in on Archon while he moves in.
To battle!
Meanwhile then, the boys,
General!
if they want to waste ammo with those Ushabti too, that's entirely fine by me.
Withdraw! Spearmen! Ready! Weapons at the ready! For the twin-tailed coming!
You guys just move back this way a little bit.
Formation! March!
They will lose that archer duel. They're up on that top of the hill.
The Empire
But that's fine. You guys fire on these Fellbats. Just gotta try to bring down some of their range. They're already wavering, so let's go after it. No, they're gonna get run down by the bats. Rest in peace. Meanwhile, the rest of the army actually fights pretty intelligently. They're all moving over together.
The Heldenhammer!
That's unfortunate.
Withdraw! Take
Good old AI trying to be tired of being bullied.
We are Sigma's heirs!
They should break. There's no way they come back.
Sigma, preserve us!
Just dealing damage to the archers where we can is good. You got to sleep coming. Sleep is for the wise, you're absolutely true. I'll at least smack talk to you the one time because I could. Have a good rest of your night there, Common. Thanks for making it on into the stream.
At your service! Obey! No lingering!
Alright, well, we will at least attempt to bring down as many of these skelly archers as we can before we're not allowed to. And if Archon wants to keep using his Spirit Leech, fine by me.
Aim! Withdraw!
But as far as the rest of his forces, they are being incredibly intelligent. And I'm moving all over as one big clump.
Cavalry ready! Taking position! Great swords! Sigma guides us! For the war!
Yeah. Well, here comes the wave of death.
Captain of the Empire!
Big fan of Horstman's Speculum here is going to be one of the only opportunities we have to pull this one on out.
I speak, you
A hush falls across the battlefield. Are you on foot? Yeah, you definitely need to be back on here with the group of soldiers then.
formation! March!
They're just rounding out stragglers on the other end there. The disrespect. Mortar, you come up the hill.
Moving!
You've just been wiped out. You don't say.
Fire!
Start ripping shots at the Tomb Guard.
Ready!
Yep, in fly the Ushabti Great Bow arrows.
March! Yes, sir, quickly!
Well, as you all said there, yeah, no indeed. Rest in peace, Skylar.
The Empire endures!
Try to break through the line and move as one big core here.
Battle!
We'll try to move over and take down the Boon King. We'll see.
Move out!
We may get lucky.
Crossbows
Layer that fire. Although, man, when they decided to focus fire down a target, you just evaporate.
General! Take position! Yes, General!
We should be harder to hit.
Detachments, move! I command here.
Keep moving.
Moving. Take position.
Switch sides.
At speed.
Yeah, no, I think they're done.
No. Now. Take position.
Beautiful work, lads. You fought hard.
Missiles will fly. Whoa. Great swords for Heldenhammer.
Take down these Ushabti on their way in. Actually, no, I have to go after the Skelly Archers. We took down their lord. Perfect.
Seeking enemy. By Ulrich's wrath.
Extra melee attack for those guys.
To battle.
The bats are gonna do awful, awful things to our grenadiers.
Outriders. Take aim. Fighting range, sir. Here Sigma's is. Loaded.
Yeah, our line's getting decimated.
Launch. War.
How sad.
Sigma preserve us. Ready for war. At speed. For the Warhammer.
You know those fell bats? You need to be firing on
Yes, sir.
any of the other individual units. Take out those Skelly Archers, I guess. Halberdiers are gonna be a problem. Pull away from that.
We're Sigma's heirs. Withdraw. Crossbows ready to
Sheer
go.
numbers got us now.
Swordsman. For France.
Hermidia, guide us.
Sigma preserve us. Take aim. Weapons at the ready. Ready for war.
What makes this one sting so bad is that Arkin, we had Arkin dead to rights, and he refused to fight us.
Very well. I speak.
And then he turned back around and got us when we weren't able to actually do anything about it.
Sigma.
Clever. Irritating, but clever.
Let's draw. Ready to fire. My orders stand. Yes, my lord.
Keep firing on these Ushabti. Try to break those important units where we can. Skylar, your last attack is going to be after these Ushabti great bows, who are going to likely just attempt to turn and run.
Sigma.
Almost before we get the bound hammer. I don't mind you karate chopping those guys there.
Yours. Conditions acceptable. Battle's aim.
We trying to bring down those
The Empire endures.
great bows.
Ready to smite. No lingering. Quick march. Wise counsel. Battle awaits. Crossbowmen.
Crossbows are in melee now. It's only a matter of time before they fall.
Withdraw.
They all work together on Arkin there. He's got Banish. That's pretty cool.
France. That's an order. Quick march. Sigma, preserve us.
Not able to get out of the way from the Ushabti. Although any hit on Arkin is going to be a ton of damage. Oh, that's the end. White flag goes up. Our forces broke. We dealt almost no damage to them back. Man. Alright, Archon is starting to push us backwards. Unending tide of undead starting to really make some headway. Okay, so the entirety of our defense force falls. I don't think Skylar is going to be able to be wounded. He just wasn't strong enough yet. We lose quite badly. He's got a ton of Tomb Guard, too. That's incredible. They'll give us a valiant defeat here against King Arandes with Gotrek. Let's grab the Steel Standard so Gotrek can move around really, really fast. And then the Leadership one for Felix, because he doesn't actually have all that much unless he's next to Gotrek. I don't know. This is going to be a tough fight. We have a chance, but it's going to be a lot of Gotrek doing all of the heavy lifting. And to battle. This looks dire. Yeah, it does a little bit. And with the AI being so much better here on... Better being, they play more like Skaven on here than they do on the main game.
Company! We serve the Emperor! Free company!
Okay, they'll have the ogres. Biggest issue here being everything, honestly.
Berserker! Free company!
We are starting to lose some ground, unfortunately, man. Probably should have tried to retreat. Alright, I think we should,
Yes, sir!
set these units up.
Free company!
The Shabti Great Mode, depending on how much damage they do to Gotrek with every volley, that's going to really determine how well we can do here. Get it going.
Go, go! Shopping!
Them up one flank, these guys up the other. You all roll with Gotrek and Felix. No, absolutely I do not.
Into position!
Gotrek is a monster. Felix is not.
With haste!
What Felix brings to the table is the ability to heal Gotrek.
Throw on! Start! Forward!
Keep moving around the outside of that crater there.
From!
Yeah, that's a ton of damage.
Into
And not allow the great bows to land shots. Gotrek heals up really quickly too. So if we can get the enemy lord over into a melee with him, we'll beat the brakes off of him, basically.
Start! On my
They decided they don't like Felix at all.
Steady!
And the Sepulchral Stalkers are a problem. Get into combat quick.
I suppose so. My axe thirsts!
Melee attack, go. Melee defense.
Your call!
And Sword of Anti-Heroes.
Agreed!
We need Felix to be here with him, but Felix also is terrified of fights he can't win. Which, I mean, to be honest, is fair enough. Yeah, Felix is in trouble. In fact, he's in so much trouble he's not fighting.
Make them
Get him, Felix. Gotrek brings the hurt. Every single time he swings that axe, something falls. But the ogres are almost there. Free Company Militia we're going to be very skirmishy with.
take the ground!
Gotrek is being surrounded by absolutely everything. He doesn't care.
Where's the kill?
Free company!
The ogres made it.
We obey! At speed! To battle!
Meal talk!
I can't believe it.
Gotrek! I will!
Definitely need Gotrek. Okay, actually the Scorpion is going to be your first target.
Battle fever!
Two of you work together.
Powder try!
And there's your Ushapi Great Bow as well. We'll get around to them soon. PM. free company pistols around to bear. Gotrek is starting to take some serious damage now. Can take out a couple of these other guys and actually get some reinforcements around to help them out. Help him out. That would be fantastic. Keep retreating. Come on, ogres, deal with those screaming skull catapults. Nope, they're not actually gonna come into melee. It's a joke. It was a prank. You guys run, here come the crypt horrors. I thought those were Ushabti. They're not. They're much faster, much more dangerous. Let's go for these guys here. Crunch them. Yeah, the free company militia is having a bad time. Melee attack, he'll die willingly? No, not today.
All right then.
Not today.
We serve the Emperor. All right.
I'm gonna beat them up. Now they're broken. Keep firing on those Nehekar horsemen. You guys keep moving around. I mean, Gotrek and Felix are in the middle of just a ton of nonsense. Felix's leadership is not nearly as, I mean, Gotrek is unbreakable, but Felix is definitely not. Go away quickly. I didn't get it in time. They're gonna get taken out, probably. Felix has recovered to a decent degree. You're not wrong. They have a cluster of constructs around them, and since there's so many big units, they can't all hit them. So, good stuff. A few more shots into that Scorpion should see it off. Ogres are actually putting in more work here than they ever have previously. Oh, they're no longer terrified. You guys are absolute uber chads. Not these ones though. They're gonna flee all the way out the side.
Ready to fight.
60 seconds. You can use more good abilities there. Gotrek. Break this Scorpion.
Free company. Sigma.
Firing into those skelly spears.
We obey.
Awesome. The ogres are free once more.
Quickly. Yes, my lord. My God, arouse.
Extra firing for Z's free company militia. And Felix is gone. He'll come back, but he's broken. Broken but not forgotten. Let's go ahead and take down these Doomguard here. Keep you guys retreating on away. Back. Love to see it. If Felix can't get away from them, he will at least give Gotrek the extra heals.
Hungry. Thundering forth.
Yes, sir. Shoot them.
That Doom Scorpion's so lucky.
Quickly.
Come on, ogres. Come on around so I can charge you in on one of these flanks here.
Quick march.
Gotrek needs his resistance.
Twin-tailed
Guys are back too. Perfect. I mean, we may not survive. The amount of damage we do.
Quick march. We serve the Emperor.
Come on away enough where you can actually get another charge in.
Free company.
Felix is healing up just because he's next to Gotrek.
Free company. For the Warhammer.
Get those shots in on the Stalkers. The Sepulchral Stalkers are definitely the most important unit to bring down. Rush in and break these Nehekar horsemen.
As you say.
Free company.
Keep bothering the Tomb King. He's getting taken down. Little by little. And the ogres will die in droves, so pull them on away. Gotrek is just not taking damage.
Withdraw.
Yeah, we haven't even really been able to do anything to him except for fire on him with pistols every now and again. The ogres didn't get to escape. That's not great. Boys are getting smashed up. Yeah, there they are. Go Trek versus Crypt Horrors now. We've almost brought down their Tomb King. Pull on away. As long as you're retreating, you can turn around and keep firing those pistols at him. We can actually see Go Trek now. He's had lots of friends the whole battle, there's no one to kill him. In fact, he slays another Crypt Horror. Well, gives him the Dark Souls roll. Oh, never mind, he's not down, he just tripped for a second. Can't fight forever, though. And they're going to chase off the remainder of our ogres, so we can't keep using them. Oh, they're gone. It's just Go Trek. No! Army losses takes us. Not over yet. I think Crypt Horrors might be his match, though. He's not fast enough to escape, so we have to kind of stick it and just keep fighting. The good news is, once Gotrek and Felix do actually fall in combat, they come back stronger than previously. We definitely don't want... Oh, come on over here then, buddy. Time to die indeed. What's slightly terrifying, though, is the fact that they have this much access to dangerous units. Well, there goes their lord. And after defeating him, he got a huge hit of health. Maybe that's just because he got too low.
I'll die willingly.
Oh, we might have him.
Drang!
I don't know. That's a lot of units. Gotrek's getting tired. He's just gonna wiggle. Nah, that's it. Gotrek's finally found the chink in his armor. Man, we almost had him. Now we've taken 2 steps backwards. Yeah, that's horrifying. Look at the sheer number of dangerous units he has access to right now is terrifying. With just a few cities. Between this and Grumbrindle. Yeah, no, for sure. Gotrek and Felix just get into bad spots. It's mostly because I use them as aggressively as possible. Simply because they come back stronger. Felix, I don't know if he will, though, because he wasn't slain. Or wounded, if you will. Alright, well, AI doing everything it can to keep us from claiming that first book. It's taking out all of our armies.
You stand before the Grand Theogenist of the
Oh,
cult
come on,
of
Orion.
Sigmar.
You have way more to deal with than me. Apparently not. Men of the Empire must fall.
You will taste the righteous retribution of the...
Yeah, all of the Wood Elves are being shifty together. Alright, Gotrek's been slain, but duty calls. It's really too bad you can't tell them no. Buzz off. We'll grab one of the guys we don't have to pay for. So we can grab... In the meantime... I don't know. To be honest. Captures one of our husband generals. Big training. For more melee attack for the Wolfkin. One additional melee attack. footed, confident. And we'll take Boris.
Arch-Lector, champion of the
Boris is
faith.
confident and he's got Grand Soulfire. That's a good ability there. Alright, well, Skylar gained the trait Musterer right before he was slain. Yeah, so Gotrek gets taken out. Gotrek feels nothing, be it living, be it dead, or indeed undead. He'll take on all comers in his dogged pursuit of a valiant Slayer's demise. So next time we get him, he'll have an additional 10 to his melee attack and defense, and he'll have Foe Seeker, which is great. Oh, they were all killed. Rest in peace, Skylar. Gotrek was wounded, and yes, because
Your
Felix was
word
not
is my
wounded,
command.
he doesn't actually get to do any,
Do not betray your king.
funnily enough, we can actually win this fight now. We don't have Gotrek. Sad. So we can at least check to see how these guys actually deploy themselves. These Sigmarite disciples have shields, so they will be a decent frontline unit. Shields and battle prayers. Passive ability, more physical resistance. Yeah, that'd be perfect.
The instrument of Sigmar's will.
Volkmar will go ahead and bring you
Sigmar
over
has
to
shown
the
us the
Pools
path.
of Despair. Oh, I would love to attack the king. We could take down both these guys here.
This is forbidden.
Stop them from replenishing, but then Volkmar couldn't grab in his hammer guys. No hammer bros for Volkmar. I don't think works out for me.
Orders,
We'll just move to the
Sigmar
Pools of
guides
Despair.
my steps.
Now that'd be a bad call, wouldn't it?
Fear my righteous
And
fury.
of course you flee. Good grief. Why do I expect any different? They set up these like Skaven level minefields. You attack one and they just run. Alright, well.
My faith in you wanes.
Oh, yeah. The fact that we have cannons there makes the Ushabti Greatbow a little bit less useful for them, but now not only do we not get to recruit the Hammer Bros, Volkmar also has
Praise
to
be to Sigmar.
fight a huge force. So Boris will give you the Hammer Bros. They're expensive too. 2,000 per. I'm gonna grab all of them, and they're gonna be just transferred over to Volkmar's army later on. Sweet business. We definitely need a bit more punching power to hit back against what they are fielding. Orzak is refusing to go after his
Yes, General.
Wa target. If we can run out this Wa,
Sigmarite Arch-Lector.
You forget it.
what are you fielding then?
Morg says no.
No, never mind. They got way better. Even got a feral wyvern. Lucky you. Albaraz's defenders are not replenishing. Okay, so we abandon the city and we move through
Warrior of Sigmar.
back to the sunken Kernark.
Guided by Sigmar, I serve the Helden Hammer.
Yep, we'll have to go ahead and let them have Galbaraz back. We don't know exactly how long that wall. I guess this is probably how long the wall lasts up here. We've got a long time to go.
Not happening.
Man. Okay, well, let's get on over here and grab another Lord. I think at Bagar. Or, I'm sorry. They don't have any military here at our economy place. Over at the Land of Dead, then, and we'll grab ourselves another Grandmaster to replace the one we just lost. A new Skylar, if you will. Real calibration or basic training. Well, see, this said 10% extra range for all artillery and more missile strength. We just have no artillery. I think what we do, though, Auto von Gorst. Extra Gorsty. Unfortunately, it's not what I would like. Or at least he's not that. I have a lot of artillery, that's the problem.
The nation.
Welcome, Auto.
Moving off. Yes, my lord.
Go for Inspiring Presence and Route Marcher. On your first two passive skills. And then we can at least recruit you up the Ninth Panther. Kind of over time.
Champion of the faith.
Ulrich.
Honored to serve.
We're just gonna leave you here in the trenches.
I serve the Heldenhammer.
Boris is gonna take another turn to grab in his Empire Knights, and he's out and about too. And Festus has come on over to besiege the Emperor. It's gonna give us a valiant defeat. I wonder why that is. You have the Thunder Guff. I mean, you got a fair few troops here. We have the Emperor, though. And the Emperor should win in a straight-up fight with Festus. We are going to sally forth. Because if we do not, we'll have to deal with another army coming on over who will likely engage from the back end there. We've got the trenches, so more missile strength for all of our troops. We'll have one more battle here against Festus, and then we will likely call the stream there. But let's get to it. Leech Lord versus the Prince and Emperor. Well, let's hope. That's what I tried to do the first time with our Luminarch, and he completely missed each time. I'll have to make sure once it gets close, we'll drop down the Net of Emmentalk on likely all of these spawn. Okay. I want to use the terrain to our advantage. We'll just kind of pull back into this this gulch here then. Crossbows. Very thankful for all of the extra ammunition we have. In fact, we'll want to use the boys from the settlement first. Throw the pikemen on the side just in case they try anything. Artillery way in the back, but slanted. Didn't realize I'd grabbed the huntsman.
Ready to fire. The Empire endures.
Huntsman up.
Missiles ready.
I'm not sure if they are going to be better against Festus' troops than my crossbows are not, but we trust them. We'll throw some swordsmen in as well, so we'll pull these guys off. 2 swordsmen in the middle.
For Heldenhammer. Swordsmen. Understood.
Luminarch where it can hit the Bilious Thunderguff there. Not get caught by allies.
Empire marksman. Crossbows ready, General.
They claim to be Empire marksmen. We'll see.
Yes, sir. Missiles will fly. We are Sigmar's heirs.
Let's grab the Free Company and kind of stick them on in on top of this hill. Pistoliers up on the hill as well. Actually, no. We want to kind of lure the enemy in off the side. Have the guys hiding in the woods. Up front.
The Empire endures.
Swords in the center. There are 2 flyers. All right. I mean, I'm still incredibly concerned about what's heading our way. We've got a lot of crossbows and some artillery even, but
Ranging
even then, things can go horribly wrong quickly. We'll grab all our single entities and put them in a group.
We serve France. The Empire endures.
Because we attacked them, they will not be coming over here. Is that right? Is that what I'm understanding?
Moving now. Taking position. Quickly.
Alright, well, Luminarch, I want to make sure we pull you back quickly, but Try to roll on forward, start taking some shots on the Bilious Thunderguff. If they start moving forward before then, so be it. We'll also want to keep an eye out for spells. Slaying a few Nurglings may convince them to come on over. I really don't want to roll the Luminarch forward. They've lost nothing with the Nurglings thus far, just because they're next to Vestus. This leaves aren't going to really do much at all, are they? Thunderguff, is he going to go sit behind the wall? That would make me chuckle. Rolling on forward. You can't see him. Yeah, it's going to put him behind the wall. Well done, SFO. I refuse to come over there to you, so we're going to have to figure this one out. Maybe just turn and rip a shot towards these dragon. Oh, here they come. Well out of position, but here they come. Took some convincing.
Awaiting orders. For the twin-tailed comet.
And the Thunderguff is out.
My subjects.
We'll have the Carl and the captain go punch Festus in a moment.
Ranultane, we're ready. Sigmar guides us.
Alright, here they come. Maybe.
We serve France. We are Sigmar's heirs.
Beast of Nurgle are there too. That's fair. But when we tried to fire at them last time, it had a really hard time hitting them and just kind of kept rolling forward.
Guides us.
I think the Thunderguff is going to be the best target.
Luminarch.
We just have to actually be able to hit it.
Hold fire. Take the ground.
All of my artillery needs to be off of fire at will.
Save ammunition. By Karl Maras. Formation march. To battle.
Oh, you know what?
Moving now.
The Exalted Hero's up on top. He might need a hug. Made out of lightning. What are you doing? Just doing a 360? You missed. You 360 no-scoped at him and you missed. The damage.
Moving faster. Take position.
Good grief.
March.
One cast? Okay, Nurgle, we get it. You're violent.
Quick march.
Luminarch. We go for the net of Amantok. You have to get way too close. And that's just fine. First of the slug. Nah, Carl, stay back a bit. They went through our line like it didn't exist.
Marcos. Yes, my lord. For the Emperor. For Heldenhammer. By Ulrich's right. For Heldenhammer. Charge.
Wait just a moment, then we'll drop down the Helm of Discord, heals, and Galmaraz, and start laying down the whoop.
Ready for war.
Why are you no longer firing at the Thunderguff?
We obey. Withdraw.
The front line's gone.
Sigmar commands.
But Festus is broken. Laid the whoop down on him.
Ranultane, we're ready.
You guys come
Take
uphill.
the ground. We serve
Luminarch
the Emperor.
is giving to fire. Bring down those spawn.
Ready to fire. We are Sigmar's heirs. Formation, march. My orders stand. See to it. Ready.
I believe in you. Let's go ahead and accuse this poor fool here.
At speed.
Accuse him of smelling like cake. Old rancid cake.
Yes, sir.
cake. I don't know why. Hit him with a laser beam.
Sigma! Guide our fire! For Sigma! Fire! Mortar! Drag that machine!
Keep blasting. One more good shot there, Luminarch.
Crossbowmen!
Crossbows. We need to layer up fire here.
Ready for war! Go!
But pull one away from that nonsense. Crossbows back. Away from the spawn, or the Forsaken.
To battle! The Temple of Lumina! For Sigma!
Well, he doesn't miss. One more good shot should break them.
Shoot it!
Go through the line there.
Judgment is coming!
Heals for the boy. Pulling away for a moment because that is a scary enemy no matter who's taking the damage there. Looks like the Thunderguff destroyed our Huntsman. That's fine. Definitely would have expected that one.
Crossbowman! By Ulrich's wrath! Load it!
Blast directly in on those spawn. Bronze come back around and let's take down these Dragon Ogres.
For Heldenhammer!
We can net of Amantok all of these big boys here so they can't move around. And actually, you come on in to help out with these Chaos Warriors and Halberds. Man,
Take aim! Free company!
they almost brought it back.
Shoot! By Marina, listen! By Ulrich's wrath!
We need foot soldiers to get back in. Oh, they're all sitting back in the back, not doing anything.
Quickly!
Alright, Franz versus the Dragon Ogres. He sundered their armor and he scared them off.
Whoa!
For Heldenhammer!
Don't remember telling you all to charge in. That's a big mistake.
Now! Attack! Taking position! To battle!
Want to make sure Thunderguff doesn't come back.
For France! For Heldenhammer!
The Empire endures!
No melee attack for any of you fools. Smash these Nurglings.
Ready for
And we have them.
Take the ground! To battle! Big Lamar!
Go ahead, keep giving those guys a hug.
For Heldenhammer! To me then!
Beautiful. Okay, let's go make sure Bilious Thunderguff does not escape.
Seeking the enemy!
Those Forsaken. Pretty elite they are, and that's the end.
Ready for war!
Try to accuse the giant as it runs away.
Ready for war!
You stand accused of cowardice, giant. I'll plead you.
Sir! For Ulfdorf!
You have the bonk with the Galmaraz. Or not, just keep running around in circles. He's going for the snow speeder tactics. What you don't see is, yep, there was the wire. He tripped him right at the end. Exactly. Hold on, Carl.
For Heldenhammer!
Did you miss the Big Hat Man? Well, what you missed was the Big Hat Man's campaign exploding.
Get them!
And basically, we tried to play, but it seems like at least in the current save we have, the Battle of Kimry, or at least trying to fight the Battle of Kimry, you just kept crashing the game. We tried it 3 or 4 different times. Like, I've already lost track of how many it was, but it was 3 or 4. And I'm just not trying to waste you guys' time while you sit there and watch me struggle through technical difficulties.
Standing by!
But welcome in, Evan. We switched on over to Volkmar instead, just because he won the vote. Or at least he won the second place for the vote.
Captain of the Empire! Attack!
What I am going to be doing, because I would really like to keep playing as Nagash, don't want that campaign to end. We're so early on in the campaign, I think I can pretty easily fight back through. What happened to you guys? I can easily fight back through to pretty much where we were at the end of the last stream. And then hopefully we can fight Kimry, the Battle of Kimry, without breaking everything. Even we kind of came at it from a couple different angles, even where the different turns didn't matter. But if I can fix things up and we can keep the Nagash stream going, absolutely Big Hat Man is not going to end. We'll keep playing through that marvelously created modded campaign there. Alright, that's the battle. And do I dislike fighting against Festus? So likely for any of those looking for the Nagash campaign, that'll likely be coming back on Friday of next week. I will switch up the description and the title for this one as well, just so no one's confused and thinking this is a full-blown Nagash campaign. I just can't do so in the middle of the stream is all. So going forward should be no confusion. This will be a Volkmar in the Volkmar playlist and everything. And I'll try to set a... I'll go back and I'll set a timestamp, pin it in the description, for any who are trying to skip past all of the technical difficulties from the end at the beginning there. Equal number lost on both sides there. We'll take the pardon for sure. We need the money. Doctor retired for some more heavy replenishment and vigor loss reduction. We need a scribe too. Awesome. As well as some new plagues. Whole bunch of new followers.
I am Prince and Emperor.
Man, but we can't really follow up on that very well, can we?
Not displease me.
We could at least move up and crack down on Hodokai.
Who calls?
Increase your soldiers there. Military heritage, the Vanguard. I think that's probably the best one to go for. Reload time reduction for all of our missile units. And then a little bit of upkeep reduction as well. Well, you can upgrade the Imperial Pegasus. Oh, interesting. Just as an extra speedy Pegasus. Interesting.
Ready.
Okay, well, let's grab... Perhaps just next we'll go for the Foe Seeker. Takes his vigor whenever we need it.
Here.
I'm guessing we have probably the Festus Plagues that give us drops to both. That makes us tired in every battle.
Yes, to unite the provinces. Attack!
Unite the provinces, we would lose all great swords. Let's do it. See, then you gotta catch up with the Wars Egg campaign. Oh, no, good. Appreciate you making it on in for a bit there, Evan. Hopefully Nagash shall return. We are now going to do some more laser tag. At least that's the idea. Crossbows. Blanket the field.
For the comet!
You guys out
Ready!
front. By out front, I mean off to the side. Pistoliers to kind of lure guys the other direction.
The Temple of Luminar!
Luminarch.
Great swords! We are Sigmar's heirs!
Then just in case we need them. We shouldn't, but just in case.
Ranged weapons ready!
General!
Alright, let's get them. Templehoff. Zap the ogres.
For the Emperor! Ready to serve!
Halberdiers!
Moving now!
Let me run up and accuse those ogres of being ugly too.
March!
Oh, I guess we're not.
Sigmar! Fire! Fire! For
People just move forward a little bit there.
Judgment is coming! Ulrich's wrath on them!
No reason to let that nonsense go down.
Captain of the Empire!
That's an order! Attack!
Land on it behind them.
An order! No lingering!
Give them the old bonk.
By Ulrich's wrath!
Moving now! Fire! Fight your targets!
Oh, they're very dedicated to bringing down those pistoliers.
Quick march!
Ignoring being hit in the back of the head with Galbaraz even.
To battle!
Have you escape while you can.
Very well!
heals, we'll go ahead and use this unit of Chaos Warriors that are run up on you.
Conditions acceptable. Yes, sir. For the Emperor. Pick them off.
And there go the Dragon Ogres. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Should be more or less open season. Hunter of Witches and Slayer of Chaos Warriors. I see what you mean now. The crossbow bolts do look a little bit strange. Not sure what that is. Oof, those don't look like they feel good at all. Alright, well we will go ahead and... Oh, they're taking damage, huh? First slug, that's nothing big. Nothing big at all. Layer on the doom there. Awesome. No great swords were harmed in the making of this battle. Yeah, now they completely ignored being tapped on the forehead with the laser and bonked on the back of the head with Galbaraz. They were dedicated. Dislike of pistols 100. Although even after getting hit twice, no kills. Which, man, missile resistance is useful. This 1.3 thousand damage should be more than enough to drop them. Alright, we will take the gold. There is gold in them hills. He's got another Hudakai up there. They're all over the place. We got ourselves a new plague.
Command here. Sigma
And we'll come on back to her
compels us
gig. Luckily, it is just the palsy, so it's not like we're gaining new different kinds of plagues that are causing us all sorts of extra issues. Let's grab... Ooh, hidden paths. What does this do? Speed? Fighting against the undead. Ah, okay. So, you can get more than just the undead. Purge the guilty. Yep. We need those passives. Makes losing the units all that much more difficult. Well, I think that's going to be all the time I've got for today's stream. Unfortunately, we stay foiled in our attempt to capture this first book of Nagash here. We lose at Skylar, which incredibly sad day. And Volkmar is likely to get jumped by all of these armies next turn.
Sigma grant
You all
me
have a
strength.
fantastic rest of your day, night, whatever time it is there, or your side of the world, but I will see you all in the next stream. I'm going to go ahead and jump on over and get the editing for it. We have a double upload of Drazowith tomorrow, and Orion's going up as well, so see you all then. Have a good rest of your night. See you, Brian.